Hello, my true crime lovelies. I hope you are well. I'm recording this on Friday, April 11th. I'm not sure when it will get to you, but I will do my best. Let's hop right into it. We're going to go into the messages. We left off on 6:52 when I was reading with Danielle and AJ. Hi, Danny. Hi, AJ. I appreciate your time and assistance. All right, let's get into it. July 10th, outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding Rachel Calhoun. Man, I love you. How are you feeling today? Be beautiful and wise and kind and supportive and smiling and strengthening and shining. 3 exclamation points. You are such an asset to me in so many ways. I love you so much. I'll try and contact her and see what happens. On to the next message. Love you. Heart. Outgoing. 10 minutes later from Sarah to Lana regarding Rachel Calhoun. She looks so familiar, 3 exclamation points. I can't tell how or from where. I sent a message just asking her if she meant to contact me after being included in my contacts. We'll see. The holy everything I follow all the time. He really prompted me to answer you, so I did. It's the same for my letters. You must listen, which is hard to do, especially in here, as it's never quiet or still, where you're supposed to hear him the most. I must be attuned deeply and closely. I love him so much. You too. I'll let you know what may come of. Peace, love, you. Thank you always and forever, ever, 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 heart. Incoming. 20 minutes later from Lana to Sarah regarding Rachel Calhoun. That's great. Cross our fingers. This will be a good contact for you. Hopefully, she'll be the first of a great team of supporters for you. I'm doing all right today. A bit weak, but anemia is an unwelcome companion for people with end-stage renal disease, ESRD. So at times I feel like there are 20-pound weights on my arms and back. Luckily, I do a lot cognitively to keep my brain sharp and working well, as a lack of oxygen to the brain has some people in dialysis pretty mentally and physically incapacitated. I love Sudoku. Me too, Lana. And lots of number games that keep the mind worked out. I've done stuff like that ever since I was a teenager and carried a deck of cards for a quick game of solitaire when I got bored. Fun fact, I have no idea how to play solitaire. Last October, when I went into septic shock, and went to ICU, what frightened my husband the most was that I couldn't remember my name. At the time, my BP was so low, they put me on pressors, which is life support. I don't remember most of it, but I pulled through and was upset they had to cut my shirt off of me. Hey, never again. Which address do I give Amazon to send something to you? I don't want to screw up and set the wrong one so that some idiot over at Smart gets what I sent and you get static. You should have something to read. I agree. Outgoing on the 10th, 11:55, Sarah to Lana regarding presentation. Hi again. Have you written all this yet to everyone? I really do not want anyone to know about the motion to withdraw, please. It's my sneak attack, either for novelty, so people will know I'm funny and serious, or for real justice, or both. Did you? And Court TV. If he would have gone about speaking to me as a professional and not slithering under the radar for surprise effect and ratings, I wouldn't have said what I did. And like you said, I was not wrong for doing. He knew what he was doing and it was wrong. Everyone keeps underestimating me. What he did was not professional and he didn't care or wanted to support. He wanted ratings and a pat on the back for succeeding, which he did not after he was disconnected. Tisk, tisk, sir. Duh. If they want in on the action too, they can do it right. Like I have to in everything. What is your mission statement going to be for me? I just want to get your pickup line. quote unquote, pickup line. So I would know what you said. If you can be my manager in this, great. Less for me to have to worry about on top of everything else. Plus, I want to see how you really feel. What is the statement? What is court TV? Anyone saying my defense is or should be? I'm going to gather my questions to hold tight, please, on those. So hold tight, please, on those. You haven't yet, right? Question mark, question mark. Either way, I trust you well beyond any doubt of anything. Run what you can by me, though, please, so I know what I'm getting into and can hopefully live up to your standards and solicitation. Heart. Do not overdo yourself and efforts. You didn't mention that in any of your messages, and I just want to confirm you have read and understand. Yes? If you can't, do not. I love you too much to aggravate you in any way or your health. And because of me, never. K. Please acknowledge. Heart. Incoming from Lana to Sarah, 12:10 on July 10th. Regarding presentation, oh, thanks. I will put Ask Law on hold for your questions. As for presentation, I would introduce myself as a friend of Sarah Boone and that you would like to speak on the record with the reporter or journalist. I would say that everyone agrees that your case is absolutely unprecedented, and that at first you would like to have your say and answer. LOL. Lol, that people have been wondering. Then I would say that you are not the caricature that many are trying to paint you as, and that you have a legitimate and very compelling story to tell. It's interesting that Lana says that because she has no idea what Sarah's story is, but she's going to sell it as very compelling, which we'll later find out it's anything but. I'd say that with variations depending on who I'm addressing. I'd say that with variations, depending on whom I'm addressing. What do you think? As to your question, the video I took a picture of said, previewing Sarah Boone's prone defense. They show clips of other cases of others who represented themselves. I wonder if it's pro se defense or pro per defense. Of others who represented themselves, and most were screaming S shows. They brought a former Florida prosecutor and asked her what she is expecting from your defense. I'm watching and transcribing now. She said, quote, a hot mess, end quote, because pro se trials are disorganized and messy because the average person doesn't know procedure, and even those who watch court cases wouldn't know what to do. She said that people have successfully done it, but they aren't eloquent in defense, and that harms them because the jury has a hard time following. Then the reporter says she thinks you might actually enjoy this and fancy herself a lawyer and maybe should have been. The guest answered that this is possible, that you will feel empowered because the spotlight will be squarely on you, but in the end, the outcome may not be what you want. The video was short and that was it. In truth, many of the amateur culture channels are salivating at the idea of your trial. With some comments I have read, have been a few people wanting to take some time off of work to see it. And the lawyer you know is planning to be at your trial unless his other cases interfere. Outgoing Sarah Boone regarding Rachel Calhoun, 12:15 on the 10th of July. You make me shake my fist at you. I'm so sorry you're going through your trials and tribulations also. I worry so much because I love you so much. Your husband and son and everyone else too. This is why I'm stressing to you not to work yourself too much. And for me, nonetheless, see previous message. I know for a fact you are already so sharp and witty and stupendous and spectacular and savvy in everything. I sharpen you as you do for me. For sure, huh? That may be my saving grace for you and why he sent us to each other. Never a dull moment with me. Oh, face. Raised eyebrows. Remember, God gives his choicest battles to his toughest soldiers, us, together. Yes, we can do this. Yes. And what did you find out about books? Did you have a minute to see what was available? Are you sending me a surprise or do I get to pick? And nonetheless, I'm shaking my fist again. I'm not asking you to buy anything. I just wanted to know what I could get, and my other resource is delayed to respond. Arg! No pressure, right, Sarah? I just wanted to know what I could get, and my other resource is delayed to respond. Arg! Here's my address because I know you will be relentless if I don't give it to you. And I do not want to be a pain in your arse any more than being already. Scrunchy face. This is for books and magazines. Fish shaking at you. 10 exclamation points. July 10, 12:20 from Lana to Sarah regarding presentation. Oh, thanks. I put Ask Law on hold for your questions. Oh wait, did this repeat? Oh, that's weird. Hold on. It looks like it's the same thing, but it's on a different page. So I'm not going to reread it. Let me just make sure it says, unless his other case spelled with an X interfere. She corrected it. That's weird. So it looks like it's the same, but cases is spelled correctly here. Okay. Maybe she resent it. So 7/10/12/37, outgoing Lana from Sarah, presentation, eye rolling. Wow. Really? This is such a circus before it already started? From all my letters and sticking up for myself, would it be so much? If not, it wouldn't, because we wouldn't know you were crazy and be perched to see the show. Don't forget to say I am very polite, funny, friendly, unique, ? Not what everyone wants me to be. I am a who, not a what. Also, how I am being persecuted, unfairly railroaded, and everyone is mad because I'm telling the world what really goes on in the quote justice, in quote system, ! End quote. I don't know why she didn't put justice system together, but it's our Sarah. I have many wow moments to be had. The things I could tell you. Moments, full blown. Yes. And can you please look up and tell me another few competency tests I want to put in my motion? Please. It's important. It's my right to take, and if they are forcing me to be pro se, they should force me to take the test. So again, Sarah is missing the point of the test. The competency. Do you know who the judge, like what the judge's role is? Do you know why you're here? Do you understand what your charges are? Do you understand you could face life? So she's competent. Anyway, she's thinking competent as in terms of law competency. That's not the criteria. That's not the threshold. They know I am not and will not conduct to prove me right. It's a, quote, too bad, so sad, quote, moment, end quote, moment for me, and this is not fair or lawful. I'm working on my questions and will have for you today. Thank you. Love, love, love you. What about everything else? What have you submitted already? Did you ask about the MTW already? Let me know. I believe MTW is motion to withdraw. So the 10th still outgoing outgoing from Sarah to Rachel, and it was disconnected, added to contacts as the subject line. Hello. I noticed the other day you showed up in my contacts and I'm unsure how and why. If a mistake, I want to remove. If not, please correspond your reasons to move forward if appropriate. Thank you. Word salad. She's trying to sound smart and sounds like a fool. Incoming Lana to Sarah regarding presentation. I have not asked for anything yet. And also, Lana doesn't say it, but I would say, bitch, didn't you tell me to rest? And now you're asking me, what have I done? Pick a side. Look a lot. Lana is far too graceful for that. I was starting to write, but you put the halt on. So I am in standby mode. I have not publicly mentioned you talking motion to withdraw. I agree, what a bombshell, and way too delicious to let that cat out of the bag. So I am saying nothing and not asking a single question about that. I don't know any competency tests beyond Ferretto, which they mentioned in your order, but they don't have to give you since you forfeited by conduct their reason. That would be a good question for Ask Law. Haha, I won't forget to talk you up for the media. I am very good at selling. Did I ever tell you I have a sales background? I was so good that I ended up buying the company I started working part-time in, and then I sold it for more than 3 times its value. I have a bit of talent in that area. My biggest problem is that people don't trust cold contacts, which is why I haven't been able to get replies from Transparent T and the lawyer you know. I'm now hoping to alert them in the comments. 710, incoming Lana regarding Rachel Calhoun. Ha ha ha, fist shaking. I totally thought you were giving me a wish list and I could pick something out for you. I usually buy books via my Kindle, but I send them to my mom and I'm happy to for you as well. eBay is also an excellent source for them as well. My mom loves the Audubon guys as well for birds, and she buys bird seed and has feeders up all over her property in Michigan. For example, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is $6.56 in paperback, and I have Prime, so free shipping. Rogue or Rouge Mona Award is $18.99. Is it Rogue or Rouge? I think it's Rogue. Yeah. Anyway, someone will correct me. Is $18.99. The Jesus series by Sarah Young is hardcover only. The Audubon guide is $5.11. Shel Silverstein is hardcover only, which sucks because I wanted to get you Falling Up, or I don't know what that is. Yankee, maybe she means. Shelby's ABZ book, which both are awesome. I hope this finds you well. $25.99. So there's a small sample. I checked Unikitty, but I doubt the jail would allow Legos. I'll pick something and send it off in a couple of days. Put that fist down, young lady. Winky face. Yes, I love you too. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding Rachel Calhoun. Hey, just wanted you to know we're locked down for more COVID, girls. I've got about 3 minutes to write and tell you I love you, and I'll touch base tomorrow. Be well and beautiful. Thank you for all you are. Heart. Also 710-1044, incoming from Lana regarding Rachel Calhoun. Arg! Stupid lockdown. What are you allowed to do in lockdown? Too bad they can't lock you down with a tablet for some music or movie watching. Yeesh. Out in true crime land, your case is getting a bit of a reprieve. The Alec Baldwin case just started, and so everyone is paying attention to it. It's nicknames the Russ case, since that was both the title of the now defunct movie as well as Alec's character name in it. It's a manslaughter trial because Alec wasn't paying attention to his gun and he shot his director with a real bullet, killing her. I go back and forth because why were there real bullets in his gun? Yet he was gesturing with the gun with his finger on the trigger, ignoring gun safety laws. I grew up in a gun family and was part of both rifle and pistol teams in ROTC, and he was ignoring the most basic rules of gun safety, meaning rule number 1, always consider your gun loaded unless you confirm otherwise. And rule number 2, never out your finger on the trigger, or probably never put your finger on the trigger unless you intend to pull it and destroy what you aim at and possibly what's behind it. So we have a couple of weeks of this trial that will dominate the channels. Zav won't follow it as she is too busy pecking on roadkill. Anyways, tomorrow is dialysis for me, so I'll be around sporadically. Catch you later. You know what? I just realized I did not run the intro. Let me run that so I can shout out my members for their support. Please hold. Alrighty, hopefully you guys heard that because it didn't come through in my headphones. So now I want to check the audio. Okay. All right, let's keep going here. So 7-11, 313, Outgoing, Sarah to Lana, motion for standby. I love you. I only have about 5 minutes. We just got the tablets and are about to be locked down again. Today, some atrocious inmate left a bloody pad in the middle of the day room for all to see. So we are mass punished since no one will fess up. Another day of monotony and grief. They are stealing from me precious time to prepare, and they don't care. The sergeant shrugged her shoulders and said she has a facility to run. I told her I have my life to save. She literally said, quote, "Oh well," end quote. Wow. I hope you're beautiful. No time. I love you. Please answer in the meantime, so hopefully I can check tonight if we're able. Is standby counsel court appointed? Who provides? In my motion, do I use she, he, or myself? Is my letter and flyer up yet? Pray I can write later. I hate this place. Godspeed. Feel better. Outgoing from Sarah to Brian. Today is commissary. You have not supplied in almost 2 months. Add funds, all caps. That is both the subject and the message. Incoming. Lana at 1:52 a.m. in the morning on the 12th of July. Motion for standby. Oh my God. Are you serious? Why? You've got to be shaking your head some days. Some days they're at the things you have seen. In the true crime world, they call inmates who mess with bodily fluids slimers. Ooh, I did not know that. Seems like you've got a slimed who is also a coward. Your case file was updated by something called an evidence control sheet. It was a short form that had 2 boxes of discovery in it. It looks like something passed along with the shipment. I sent a copy via Emilio for you to see and have for records. Your letter and flyer do not show yet. As for your other questions about the standby counsel and the rest of your questions, those look like perfect ones to ask law, as I am as clueless as you are. What I know about standby counsel is that a few sites thought the court would appoint you one, but I don't know anything about entitlement. I would ask the judge for a continuance since you need your discovery to defend yourself and the jail is limiting you. Hopefully you'll be out of there soon. Those guards sound awful. So incoming from Christina Pena on the 12th at 8:26 a.m. Hey, bestie, heart. Call back later. I'm sorry. Was at work when you called and was busy. And of course, Sarah, I couldn't say something and not do it. And I know it's serious. I love you, friend. I have today and tomorrow off, so you can call me, okay? Outgoing. Sarah to Lana regarding shipment mottos. Hi, lovely. I hope you are feeling good and smiling, having a super day. I'm going to get my questions together, I promise. Yesterday was stupid. Supernatural patience, for sure. Thank you, God. For my motion, I'm just going to go with it. Everyone knows I'm trying, and it is what it is. The judge will understand. So there's a shipment label. How are they sending? Over 2 weeks later with nothing? What's new? In the meantime, could you please look up mission statements, state mottos, all for Orange County, Florida, not California or New York, girl. New York has Orange County too. The state of Florida, Orange County Corrections Department, Orange County Sheriff's Department, Orange County Justice System or Judicial or Court. The state of Florida Prosecutor's Office, please. I want to use these in a motion or part of defense. Girl, their mottos have nothing to do with you putting your boyfriend in a suitcase. Get it all the way together, ma'am. I can't do this without you. I need access to a real computer so I can alleviate me bothering you. Sorry. And I love, love, love you. So far we have access to the tablets, but this is jail and who knows what's in store for the day. This morning we woke up to the officer screaming, "Who stuffed 3 full rolls of toilet paper in the toilet and shredded another all around?" What's crazy to me, how can there be 63 other inmates and no one sees this? Keep your fingers crossed. Thank you always, heart. I hope your day is as lovely as you are. She stole my line. And also, snitches get stitches, girl. If somebody is doing something with some toilet paper, ain't none of your business. Outgoing from Sarah to Christina. Hey, bestie. Scrunchy face. Sorry I called so much. I needed you to text B for commissary. I believe B is Brian. I'm still trying to get for over 2 months now. I'm a few dollars short of being in the negative. Can you still, please? Just message. Sarah wants you to add commissary funds. For over 10 weeks and counting, you have given 2 times. So which is it? It hasn't been for 12 weeks, has it? It's not. Jeez, every time it's different. This is wrong, and you know it. You don't get to make up your own rules. All caps. Add commissary funds. And whatever happened to the eye care from last October, she's still waiting for. Why do you keep lying to her? End quote. Please, he's a coward and will not write back. And if he does, I know you got this. I'll call you later. Any luck with attorneys? Love you. Work hard. Pray lots. Incoming from Lana regarding shipment mottos. You bet. It'll take me a little time, but I'll look up the things you ask. Mottos and mission statements, eh? I don't know how they are sending. It wasn't a shipping label, but it looked more like a bill of loading, like what comes with the contents of a shipment or when you move somewhere. You'll see it yourself in a few days when the Emilio gets to you. That is, unless you get the boxes first. I'm just pissed that you have 12 days to file all of your pre-trial motions and have no discovery. Is the court insane? It makes me want to call Judge Kranick's private chambers. I have the phone number if you want it. And tell him so. But I'll stay out of it. I promise. I won't do anything of that sort without your express blessing. The thing is, though, she doesn't need the actual discovery to file those pretrial motions. She knows what's in there. She's been there for years. Even Cashman already said she's seen the discovery. So, ma'am, don't wait on the boxes. Get to writing. Or worst case scenario, you can ask for an extension to file those motions, but not to delay the trial. Okay. Incoming from Lana regarding mottos, or just subject line mottos. Orange County mottos from the website for the government. Mission statement. Our mission is to serve the citizens of Orange County and our guests with integrity, honesty, fairness, and professionalism. We are committed to engaging our citizens in the decision-making process in order to earn their trust and improve our quality of life. Then, from the Orange County Sheriff's Department website, reduce crime, the fear of crime, and keep our residents and visitors safe. Trust and transparency. Work diligently to enhance trust through transparency and community engagement. Dignity and respect. Treat all members of the public with dignity and respect. Community. Demonstrate a strong commitment to the communities we serve and enhance quality of life through Orange County. Integrity. Maintain the highest level of integrity and professionalism while delivering excellent service. Safety and wellness. Incorporate the best training, equipment, and programs for the safety, health, and wellness of all employees. Mission statement. The Orange County Sheriff's Office is committed to excellence in law enforcement, reducing crime and the fear of crime, ensuring the safety of our residents and visitors while enhancing trust through community engagement. Orange County Corrections Department, from their website for hiring. Our mission is to serve the citizens of Orange County and our guests with integrity, honesty, fairness, and professionalism. We are committed to engaging our citizens in the decision-making process in order to earn their trust and improve our quality of life. From the Florida Office of Statewide Prosecution, the Attorney General. Office of Statewide Prosecution is directed by the Florida Constitution to prosecute crimes that impact 2 or more judicial circuits in the state of Florida. Working regularly with state and federal counterparts, the office focuses on complex, often large-scale, organized criminal activity. The Office of Statewide Prosecution is authorized to act throughout Florida and works closely with law enforcement and state attorneys to coordinate the prosecutions of multi-circuit violations of state law. The statewide prosecutor is appointed by the Attorney General and serves a term of 4 years. The current statewide prosecutor is Nicholas B. Cox, who acts as the agency head for 8 offices throughout the state. Since 2019, the Office of Statewide Prosecution has secured an overall conviction rate of 99%. Baby, that's better than the feds. Don't do crimes in Florida. Don't do crimes. The state of Florida's motto, adopted in 2006, is "In God We Trust." Wording from the Florida website, "In God We Trust" was adopted by the Florida legislature as part of the state seal in 1868. This is also the motto of the United States and is a slight variation of Florida's first motto, "In God Is Our Trust." In 2006, "In God We Trust" was officially designated in state statutes as Florida's motto. What do you guys think she's going to do with the motto? From the Florida Courts Government website, floridacourts.gov, mission and vision. The mission of the judicial branch is to protect rights and liberties, uphold and interpret the law, and provide for the peaceful resolution of disputes. Vision of the Florida Judicial Branch: justice in Florida will be accessible, fair, effective, responsive, and accountable. To be accessible, the Florida justice system will be convenient, understandable, timely, and affordable to everyone. To be fair, the Florida justice system will respect the dignity of every person, regardless of race, class, gender, or other characteristics, and apply the law appropriately to the circumstances of individual cases. To be effective, the Florida justice system will uphold the law. Okay, we get it. You guys can read that if you want. Hope this all helps you. These are from the official government websites. I made sure they were Florida and not California or any other state. Happy writing. Ha! Outgoing from Sarah to Lana, July 12th, 3:49. Yes! Call! What's the phone number? How do you have? Are you sure it works? You are the best persons to speak to his voicemail, or whoever might actually answer. You are the best to speak your mind in a professional FU. Especially since you know everything going on. And from my point of view, please call. Please let him know how his error in ruling is unfair and prejudiced because I speak my truthful mind and use my rights? Question mark. Freedom of speech! Exclamation point. Yes! Exclamation point. He took away my right to counsel because of... Yes, and his timeframes are extreme and unfair and unable to be met because I am in jail. No resources, no attorney, no phone calls, not collect. Please really ask him about that one. I have no discovery with 12 days left to file all my supposed PT motions pre-trial. Yes, you are correct. They are insane and unjust and they know it. Yes, call. 22 exclamation points. And I'm going to put to others to call who feel the same way about it. Don't worry, I'm not going to make a flyer with it. Just give to a few of my friends who will call and do the same professionally and proper. Or should I advertise so he can feel like I do with all the ignorance and hate? So he can feel like I do with all the ignorance and hate. Regardless, they will not know it came from you. For the quote label, end quote, thank you for sending. So it's inventory of the contents in the boxes. What does it say if you can relay? Girl, she sent it to you. Why can't you wait? I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. More girls were taken out today for COVID. Never-ending vicious cycle. They're just taking them off the street and throwing them in the dorm without testing. No sense at any time. I'll write you later. Thank you for the mottos. Bam! You're amazing. 10 exclamation points. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding shipment mottos. I called his chambers and left a message with my name and phone number. The first message got cut off because it seemed like a short time constraint. So I left 2 messages, one for a continuance and let him know you have not received the evidence discovery yet. And the second call, I requested standby counsel. I don't know how to file, but saying something might cause someone to reach out to you. It may not do anything, but it lets him Know that you are not alone in the world and that outsiders see his treatment of you. Here's some info for your toolbox. Circuit Criminal Judicial Assistance Anita Barrios Cheers. For some reason, my mind wanted that to be Berry Cheerios. Sorry about all the COVID breakouts. You sound like a good hand washer and you've invested in proper hygiene products to be sure. I'm still grossed out by the quote present end quote that was left in the room. Thank God I had early menopause when I was 42 and I do not miss it one bit. Go get 'em. 712 incoming from Lana to Sarah. Subject PS. I gave praying my name and phone number so he knows I'm serious. I'm guessing that's Kranick. I asked for help on your behalf about the standby counsel or even an assistant who can file for you. You need help, and I know the judge has a smooth trial in mind. He's definitely does not want a circus and the world knowing that you were railroaded. He should have rethought his hatchet job. I only wish I was one of about 509 people. Did you get in contact with Rachel Calvin? I wonder if she could also call. Outgoing Sarah Talana, power voicemail. God, you're amazing. Who are you? Question mark, question mark. Thank you, you incredible, beautiful human being and a bestest friend forever. Wow. Just wow. What are your thoughts if I do advertise this information asking for camaraderie? I won't say from you. Can I get in trouble for that? He can get a taste of what I've been dealing with. The world. Can you ask TT, Transparent T, or anyone you think might do the same? So we have access to the tablets for right now, and we're still waiting to find out of we're on lockdown. The weekends are painful in here, even more now that others are sick and we're packed to the ceiling. I sleep with a mask on. Girl, we saw those notes. Knock it off. And keep praying for protection. There's no vitamin C to drink. Nothing really to boost your immune system other than prayer. Godspeed. If that wasn't dry bagging, I don't know what was. How are you feeling? I think about you all the time, hoping you're feeling good. When I ask officers and nurses and inmates how they are, they reply, okay. I tell them it's better than bad. It's all about perspective. All. I read this today in a devotional. Everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Find when circumstances close every outer door. See the door that matters far more. The doors through which a soul can leave fear and enter into courage, leave hatred and enter into forgiveness, leave ignorance and into learning. Always choose the right attitude and overcome your circumstances. Lean on Him to close the right doors and help to close the right doors and keep closed the wrong. Wouldn't it be to open the right doors? Okay. Lean and learn. Heart. If only it were that easy. Keep praying and being nice. What's your plans for the weekend? I hope something fun or interesting or just chillaxed. You need the rest and deserve the best. Have some fun for me. Pour out one for your homie, Big D grin. I meant to ask and keep forgetting if you told me or not. Do you have pets? You need a therapy dog to pet all the time and love on. Are you allergic? Get a stuffed one. Something cute to look at to get your mind off of things. You can look at me, D-face. Yes, ha. So if you're able, can you tell me the date of the label when it was posted to the website? I'm wondering if they did that because they got my letter. Whoops. New mouse. Sorry, guys. They got my letter asking where my discovery was. I mailed the letter on Monday, so they must have received, and they're covering their ass to make it look like they're, quote, working on it, end quote. Just like the notice of hearing that never made it out to me or anyone else to witness the shenanigans that day. It's in my letter. Surprise! You'll see. Did you ever have a moment to look at the label also to see specifically what was on it? I know you sent me the pic, but it takes like 5 days to get to me. Is it a lot to write? If so, don't sweat it. Promise. Just curious. Oh my God. She's trying to work this woman after she told her, rest. And no, I haven't heard back from Rachel Calhoun. She hasn't finished her account and doesn't know I messages her. Hopefully, eventually. I don't want to delete for fear she might respond, especially the legal field she's apparently in. We'll see. I'm working on my questions and my motion for standby this weekend. No rest for the wicked. Angel face. Wicked. Great. Yes, there's so much I need to do and haven't even got my discovery. How can I do these motions for cost? Witnesses, experts, witnesses, expert witnesses, etc., etc., etc. And in now 11 days, 3 question marks. God, help me. And it's all separate words. God, help me. Love you. I'm trying not to have smoke come out of my ears while having a panic attack and run screaming into the dorm. Sigh. Talk to you tomorrow. Friends forever. Sleep well. Thank you. X infinity. Outgoing to Christina from Sarah. 7:13, 11:32 a.m. Subject line, sup, heart. Free message Saturday. Hope you're having a good day and weekend. Love you. Miss you. Is my letter with the flyer up yet? Can you please give me the last 5 plus or however many they are to date, the entries on the clerk's website? The last I have is from you of 6-7 status hearing. A lot has happened since. Ugh. Any luck with attorneys? She has an update since then, right? Because Lana sent her the thing about Cashman's motion to withdraw. And obviously she knows she had an in-chambers hearing on the 28th. Anyway. Any luck with the attorneys? How many have you tried? Names, responses? So Lana gave me an incredible idea to help promote me and point out all the wrongdoings by the judge and system. Can you call the judge and leave a voicemail? She stated his error in ruling. It's a real rule. It's unfair, unjust, prejudiced. I am being penalized for lies and using my rights and truth. His time frames are ridiculous, knowing I will not be able to meet from being in jail, trying to do everything. No resources, no standby counsel or aid to help with filing or anything altogether, no discovery, and only 11 days left to submit all my motions for cost. This is all caps. Investigator, witnesses, expert, etc. Impossible with no phone, no computer, no internet, no help, extreme oppression, definitely mentioned. He did not think about any of this before ruling. He was more interested in, quote, sticking it to me, end quote, from bitch ass Cashman's unannounced withdrawal in the unannounced hearing for, yes, please, best friend forever. No one answers. It's voicemail. Leave your name and number if you want. They're not going to call you back, but it shows your seriousness to speak your mind, just like me. And it's all true. I don't care if you don't. It's the message that counts. Get anyone and everyone to call. Please, your brothers, mom, Ashley, anyone you know. I'm debating making another flyer and sending to the judge to make him upload himself. Can I get in trouble for that? I love that she thinks the judge is uploading stuff to the website. Girl, you might not be competent. Keep talking. He'll get a taste of what it's been like for me with all the rush of the world hating me from BS. So you'll call? 4 question marks. Here's the info. Don't take forever. Oh wait, I love you. Heart, heart, heart. Don't take forever to write, biatch. Scrunchy face. I'll call you later. Love you. Love you. Don't work too hard. Then she sends one to her son on the 13th. The subject and the message body, love you, heart. Also on the 13th, Christina Pena responds to sup 3. Yes, I'll do it. You know I will. And I texted asshole, but no reply. And yes, call me when you get a chance. I'm waiting and I'll look it up for you and write back new dates, okay? Call me. Love you. Lots of exclamation points. Incoming from Lana regarding power voicemail. Hey, I had a rough dialysis and my husband just woke me up to tell me there was an assassination attempt on Trump at a rally. He was shot in the ear before Secret Service swarmed him and got him out of there. I'm not a political person, independent, but seriously, I'll get back to answering your message, but OKG. I think she means OMG. Incoming from Lana Sarah Moore is the subject. The shooter is dead, according to the Associated Press. An attendee was killed at the rally. There are other casualties. Holy cats. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah regarding Trump. Oh wow! Thank you for telling me. Please keep me posted about. So he only got grazed. Just saying without saying. I didn't vote for him ever. Oh, I would have guessed otherwise. Anyway, she's got the O face with the raised eyebrows. He's not an American standard, if you ask me, and a poor excuse of what not to be and why America is hated by all other nations, greed and lies. He thinks he's invincible. What nationality was the shooter? Any further info on him? There's probably a lot of happy, real Americans right now. Happy but disappointed, meaning it didn't work. Girl, you're in there pending a murder trial and you're talking about you wish this man would have been killed because of his political views? Not a good look, Sarah. Just saying. I was starting to get very worried from not hearing from you today. I figured it was a difficult day with dialysis and has been thinking about you all day. Thank you for letting me know you are all right. I do worry so and send extra angels your way to guard and heal. Lana, if I am too much on you, please just say so. Uncle, say uncle, Lana. Just say, I don't want to be a contribution to your wavering health and stress. I don't know why you won't just tell me to ease up if I need to. Just tell me. I wish I was there on the couch, making sure you're covered up and cozy while watching all the Trump cray-cray. You know I love you lots, and I'm always praying for you and looking forward to the day I can hug you in person to tell you how grateful I am for you. You are priceless. Please rest. I am not priority ever. I know what you're going through, but don't and want to be a part of your solutions, not problems. Ever. Rest, renew, re-strengthen. I'll talk to you when you can and are up to it. Don't push yourself. I'm not. Ever. Love. Lots in the meantime, my darling friend. Thank you always. Heart, keep me posted, but he knows the way I take. When he has tested me, I shall come forth as gold. Job 23:10. Forgive me, Jesus. Oh Lord God, behold, you have made the heavens. Okay, I'm not gonna. Then we have Ezekiel, some book I've never heard of. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm, love you lots. TTYS. Soon. Talk to you soon. Heart. Uh-oh. Good Lord. What just happened? Okay. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding Trump. Hey, Sarah, you are never too much. If I can't do something, I'll say it. Yeah, I had a really rough dialysis and was crashed out cold when I got home. But my husband got me up with 2 bits of news. One was that he had to change his biking plans as there was a tornado in the area. And 2, he heard the assassination attempt in real time. Every single network channel has been preempted by the news, which I suspect will be for hours to come. So far, no identity of the shooter, though on Twitter there are pictures floating around. Every politician is sending up their comments and well wishes to him, and Biden has done the same and paused his campaign and pulled all the negative ads off of the air. I hope you don't hate me after I tell you this, but one small thing unknown is that Trump signed an order granting kidney donors living and reimbursement expenses for donating a kidney. Oh, interesting. He also made provisions on things that help to save my life. After hearing that, he will likely earn my vote this time around. No, Lana. Not to mention, I worry that electing Biden means we have no present president. But I fully respect your feelings and stand on the issue. I hope this doesn't mean you think less of me. I truly am a political independent who owes a party no allegiance, but who knows? I'll get to your requests when I recover. Right now, I'm pretty exhausted. Stay well, my friend. Outgoing Lana to Sarah Sarah to Lana regarding Trump. Thank you. A sigh of relief. You're okay and okay. Happy Sunday to you and your family. I hope today you truly do rest and your spirit revives and rejuvenates. I love, love, love you and never want you to be uncomfortable and uneasy with me or from me. And your opinion is very valid for Trump. I'm not a political person either, very much, but I do utilize my voting rights and have since I was first able as a teenager. So high school, because she turned 18 going into her senior year. Not to mention what women have had to fight for to have the opportunity. And it makes no difference where I am. I voted for the president 4 years ago when I was here, cry face, and I vote in the primaries. And I try to encourage everyone in here to vote. I tell them they can't complain if they don't vote. Yes, I'm in the process now of trying to get the jail to make sure my one and only absentee ballot is not forwarded to the Seminole address and uploaded to these darn tablets. I don't know how they're going to be able to intervene and catch to make sure they come to this address and not be returned to sender. I just talked to a sergeant yesterday who was going to forward to the captain when she returns tomorrow. Ugh. She had no idea about the new address altogether. So I wonder, this is when the captain is on vacation and they've had these hearings. But she's not mentioned the hearing yet. Because I remember they had the one hearing, the captain wasn't there. And that's when Sarah started with she wanted the boxes, the physical boxes. Then when the captain came back, she was like, I didn't know anything about these physical boxes. I gave a direct order that she could not have them. So anyway, Captain DiGiovanni was out at that time. Just like the captain I had to talk to, who supposedly implements and signs off on everything, but knows nothing we inmates have to try and figure out all on our own, as the officers know nothing and bark at us for wanting help to make sure we get it right. Sheesh. Jail is exhausting. Why would the officers know about court stuff, though, and filling out paperwork or addresses? I don't know. I don't know how they get information. Write me when you can. I'm thinking about you and prayed hard for you last night. Keep me posted about everything. You, most of all. Loves in the meantime and always. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding Trump. Hey, yeah, I'm hanging in there. Yesterday, health-wise, was rough, to put it mildly, to the point where the nurse elevated me for a possible ambulance ride to the hospital. My blood pressure dropped to 66/32. Sheesh. But luckily, I recovered once the general alarm went off and I got swarmed. This happens because on dialysis, they remove fluid as well as toxins, whereas a normal healthy person takes a trip to the restroom. We have to have it removed. It is done too much. If it's done too much or too quickly, the brain goes into survival mode because it believes I'm bleeding out. Ooh. So it slows the heart and drops the blood pressure to protect vital organs and keep the oxygen running the heart, lungs, and brain. To fix it, they have to stop the fluid, pull, and often add some back in. I've been losing weight, 122 pounds as of Saturday at 5'6". Yikes. So I haven't been 120 nothing since high school, and I'm 5'5". So fixing a set point can be tricky. Oh, losing the weight, they have to readjust. Okay, the fluids, I got it. That's where a larger person has an advantage, and is the same reason why men typically can drink more than women. So, except if you're Sarah and George. So they have to adjust the rate. They pull the fluid and slow it down so my brain doesn't knock me out and act like I'm dying. Ooh, I wake up feeling like a gang of toddlers were jumping on my chest and stomach. So today I'm laying down. I will definitely get to your request, but it may be a day or so, exclamation point. I was actually looking up Cambria's Corner when I crashed. Whoever that doesn't have much of a presence online and is some kind of amateur writer. Maybe they see you as a moneymaker for the Sarah Boone story or whatever. Ha! As for pets, yes, I have a very beloved cat. He's a 17-year-old Russian blue we rescued as a tiny 8-week kitten, all ears and tail. Aww. He's on my lap as we speak because I have a heated blanket. I grew up with pets as my mother is an avid animal lover. When I was 12, the neighbors nicknamed us Noah's Ark because we had 2 dogs, 2 cats, 2 birds, 2 gerbils, 2 goldfish, 2 foxes, and 1 snake. And a very large veterinarian bill. Bless your parents. Hey, I had vowed to be pet-free as an adult, but this little furball found his way right into my heart. Plus my husband, and at the time, 7-year-old son, really, really wanted him. He's a very old cat now with aches and pains, but he is still happy. Soon, I believe he will fall asleep, and that will be that. I hope it happens with him at home where he is loved rather than in some clinic while suffering. Yeah, agreed. He is the most spoiled pet in existence and the best pet I have ever owned. I'm sorry you have to put up with uncaring guards and captains and sergeants. They assume inmates are all bad guys, manipulative, lying degenerates, and they're about 98% right. They shouldn't, though, especially in a jail where you are not a convicted person, but you are in jail. Whenever you give me a glimpse into what you are going through in there, sometimes I shudder. I can imagine that one of the few upsides may be the formation of friendships under common circumstances. But then again, who the hell steals a sports bra? There has to be a currency system there that isn't money, since it's hard to get if you don't have outside support. There's a video game series I love called Fallout, where the currency is actually bottle caps. I often wonder how bartering and economics in jail and prison look like. Then again, I'm a huge geek who loves macroeconomics class in college. Anyways, everything on television is about the assassination attempt on Trump. They identified the shooter as a 20-year-old kid with an AR-15, some kid younger than my son. Insane. All the networks are still broken in with wall-to-wall coverage. It's going to be a zoo in Minneapolis because of the RNC in Milwaukee this week. I'm a voter too, and have sometimes voted in primaries and off elections as well. My late best friend was pretty much the mayor of South Hadley, Massachusetts. How are you pretty much the mayor? Aren't you the mayor or not? She was the chairperson of the 5-person select board. Okay. Extremely political and always gave me a hard time for not being an activist of sorts. She died in 2022 of pancreatic cancer after fighting for 2 years. So I hope you take care of your own health. Hearing you had a bit of a scare yourself terrifies me. I'm glad you are taking care of yourself. We have a severe storm threat again tonight. Florida may have those famous afternoon downpours, but when it storms in the Midwest, it's full on dangerous. But it doesn't measure up to the hurricanes you all have faced. I remember Georges in 1998 when I was down in Florida. Holy smokes. Best trip ever, but man, very scary and often tragic. Anyways, I'm going to lay down and recover more today, and then it's back to business tomorrow, and I'll take care of what you're asking. You are never a burden or too much. I care as much about the fight for your life as you do. You are not alone. You are not alone. I am here for you. Okay. 714 outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding Trump, all caps. Love you, heart, leaving you alone. In parentheses, for now. Heart, praying you feel better. Heart, chillax. Heart, thank you for being you and a great, true friend. Heart, talk to you tomorrow, tonight. TTYT, heart. Okay, incoming from Lana regarding Trump the same day at 3:33 p.m. Don't worry. I'm going to be awesome. I love you too. Lots of exclamation points. Sorry, you writing in caps made me laugh. Catch you later. The Sarah Boone. Incoming from Lana, back in the game. This is 7:15 at 10:53 a.m. Hey. Oh, what a difference a day makes. I needed that rest badly. I couldn't have preferred I would have preferred to have spent it outside, but there were too many storms. The news is nonstop, and now it's the RNC this week, which normally I couldn't care less and never watch, but this was right after Trump got shot, so I have to do an interest. So I do have an interest in his first speech in public since it happened. We aren't that far apart in age, but I remember Reagan's assassination. I think she means she and Sarah are not that far apart in age, not her and Trump, because he's in his 80s and she's 50. Or I don't know when her. Oh yeah, I do. She May, right? It said May because we're both Taurus. So it's either late April or before May 21st. Anyway, she would be 50, and I don't know how old Trump is, but he's got to be in his 80s, right? Okay. So we aren't that far apart in age, but I remember Reagan's assassination attempt when I was little. Oh, so do I. I remember when he came back to give a speech, he got a 10-minute standing ovation. By the way, it was a 20-year-old kid who was a registered Republican, yet gave $15 to a progressive Democrat political action committee. Talk about confusion. Anyways, I told my husband I called her a judge, and his response was something brilliant. He was being sarcastic, but he actually has a great idea. He said, why call her judge? Why not call DeSantis and ask for a pardon? That is a great idea. This, I'm sure, is when her husband is like, ma'am, do we need you to see somebody? I think I'm going to call him and ask for one, plus pay out the injustice that happened to you, and tell him he doesn't want that kind of smear on the Florida judicial system. I'm asking you first, though. I don't do anything without your sign off. What do you think? Did you say that Cambria Baptiste was a former cellmate? There's no record of her in the Orange County case lookup. Maybe a different spelling? A maiden name? Incoming from Christina on the 15th. Sup. 3. Criminal case 611. Electronic copy sent to private attorney. Comments. Document delivery Patricia Ann Cashman, 2 pages. 611. Motion to withdraw, 2 pages. 621. Correspondence, 58 pages. 628. Hearing motion. 628, order granting, 16 pages, comments, motion to withdraw. 628, court minutes, comments. The court addressed Cashman's motion to withdraw. The defendant was placed under oath. The court read on the record its order, dated 6/28/24. As it relates to the motion to withdraw to defendant in open court, the defendant gave statement and asked questions of the court of his order. The defendant was provided a copy of the court's order, hand-delivered on 6/28/24 by Officer Jones and Thomas. 2 people had to hand it to her? Oh my God. 6/28, per the court. She was probably wiggling or trying not to take it. Oh my God, because she said they dragged her out by her collar. Per the court, comments. The court made findings that the defendant has forfeited her right to counsel. The motion to withdraw was granted. As a condition of Cashman's withdrawal, she shall provide the court an order for costs to obtain transcripts of depots for the 2 witnesses she deposed. Upon completion of the transcript of the deposition's transcripts shall be sent directly to defendant at Orange County Jail. Cashman shall file a notice with the court reflecting that the deposition's transcripts were provided to defendant. All previous set dates remain. All pretrial motions must be filed no later than the close of business on July 22nd, 24. The court ordered Ms. Cashman to provide the 2 boxes of discovery with the clerk marked as identification A and B. The court will reach out to the jail, to inquire how to deliver to the defendant. 6/28, correspondence filed from defendant to judge, 5 pages. 7/9, evidence control sheet, 2 pages. Comments, evidence, 9/24, hearing trial management, 10/7, hearing trial. I don't see your flyer up yet. So, incoming from Lana to Sarah, message is incoming, exclamation point. You have mail incoming. Sarah replies to Lana, regarding incoming, good or bad. You're making me nervous. O-face, eyebrows up. Yesterday, I got a declination letter from legal aid stating they do not represent, quote, criminals, end quote, and I need to hire a public defender. Really? Gee. WTF, Lana. I love you. Love you, love you, and thank you, thank you, thank you for you, all the time. Just had to say that. K, heart. And yes, with all the force of God, call DeSantis, please. I started writing a letter to him a year ago before even more wrongdoing had occurred with 22 pages and counting. Girl, he wasn't going to read not an page. 22? You think he's not busy? In his cute little white boots? I couldn't finish from dealing with former husband serving me 2 times and dealing with previous withdrawals. It was too much for me to handle, and I had to choose my battles. So many battles are on the back burner. I try not to think about them, especially with former husband taking my son permanently and taking all owed $84,000 of my lawful alimony. As he said, he's just waiting for me to be found guilty to finally get rid of me and take everything left. I will be penniless, homeless, no car or phone. He laughs about it. I haven't spoken to my son in over a month. Wait, Brian was paying for your phone? When you were getting out in your mind, Sarah, where were you going? Like, if you really were going to be penniless, homeless, no car or phone, and you thought that was it, why were you rushing to get out? Go ahead, girl. I'll wait. He laughs at it about it. I haven't spoken to my son in over a month because I told him I was not having him disrespect me by making me feel ashamed, embarrassed, sad, and worthless. How he speaks to me, girl, you need to feel some shame. That's part of your problem. How he speaks to me, I told him if he thinks he's such a big guy, just go ahead and tell me, F you, Mom. I said it 3 times, then hung up. I don't need that, especially from him. He is in God's hands, and if he wants to speak to me, he can make a video visit. It won't happen. Now, what mom in their right mind is going to tell their child to tell them F you? You're complaining about the disrespect, and you're soliciting it in the same breath. Make it make sense. He is in God's hand, and if he wants to, it won't happen. Nonetheless, former husband will deter him even more to love me and keep getting him to hate and laugh at me more and more. I'm still Mom. Infinity. There's so much I could tell you. Sigh. This morning I woke up to a corporal raiding my bunk in the dark. She ripped through it because of the, quote, inspections, end quote, they're having. The jail only ever does anything when it's this time of year. They paint over the mold in the shower, make sure all has a pillowcase pillow, remove the rust from the dorm's fixtures and lights, clean up everything. It's a joke. And I always know when they're coming from them, quote, caring, end quote, about the inmates and aesthetics. Ugh. Fake it till you make it, huh? Exclamation point, double question mark. I've been working on my motion for standby counsel for the last almost week, and I'm sending out today. I'm on page 11 with more to go. Nobody wants to read all those pages, Sarah. Not the judge. They're busy, and you got to send it to the prosecution. You can't have any ex-parte communications. I don't know what to do about the others for witnesses, experts, investigators, etc., etc., etc. I truly don't, Lana. Like you said, and I'm hoping others see it the same way. The judge didn't think this through. No, biatch, you didn't think it through. When you didn't get along with all your attorneys and kept asking for more, you wanted more FaceTime, more communication. Cashman gave you that, and then you still acted the fool and walked out and hung up on her. You didn't think this through. You thought you were entitled, and the judge corrected you. Everything is beyond unfair, disadvantaged, and violating so many of my rights. Is my letter up yet? I have so much to do. Super sigh. I'm so relieved you're feeling better. I just cannot emphasize and convey my super love for you and all you are. One of my greatest, best blessings ever in my whole life. You, truly, I was going to call you as my credits are really low. That's not me telling you that to put more on. I'm roughing it like I used to. with commissary and everything. I groveled via text through my friend last week to former husband, who just ignored and didn't put anything on my account, which is now for over 2 months. He's delegating his own rules and considers me guilty and has always treated me that way. God sees. So now what? I'm working and checking messages throughout the day. Please call DeSantis. You are the absolute best PR person for me and will cut to the chase and sell me. What a proper, amazing idea. Wow. Hug your hubby for me, please. Really do. Please. He sounds just as smart and creative as you. No wonder you two are married. Love you. Godspeed. Love you more than you know. Heart. Thank you forever. Incoming, Christina. Hey, bestie. Don't be mad at me, okay? Was at work last night. Call my phone during day. I will answer and pay for call. Been waiting to hear from you. I hope you're okay. Has Miss Diane seen you? Love you. Call me during the day. 5 exclamation points. Incoming from Lana regarding incoming. Hey, don't be nervous. You gave me a list of books, remember? Smiley face. Okay, I plan to call DeSantis next Monday after the RNC because the call will just get buried after the political climate gets back to normal, I'll make the call. Have you gotten your discovery boxes yet? Question mark, question mark. Your case file has not been updated. That's for the best, as everyone is extremely distracted over the assassination attempt. I chose one off of your list, but I'll keep the exact one a surprise, so you'll have something to look forward to. Hopefully Amazon doesn't take too long. I'm glad you're submitting your order for standby counsel. Respond at your own peril to what I'm about to say. Your evidence that you didn't really mean to hurt him is twofold, and this is not a what if, but a fact. Between the first and second video, you turn the suitcase back over in order to let him get out. The second video has no taunting by you. Doesn't she tell him shh, or she laughs or something in the second video? Also, you didn't knock him over the head to drag him into the suitcase. Oh, yes, she did, girl. Oh, yes, she did. He chose to get in. Her let you zip him up, meaning you complied with his wishes. He could have stopped the zipping up 100 ways, from sitting up halfway to grabbing the opening with his hands to kicking up his feet. He couldn't have kicked up his feet the way he was in the suitcase. The hands he could have, had they not been beaten with a bat and probably in pain. Because she hit his knuckles, I doubt he could have bent them like this to try to get out, right? They were swollen. So no. Also, fact is that you both had a rough love life, as profiled by the scratches on him, showing that he likes things rough. Why wouldn't he like hard teasing as well? Your freedom hinges on successfully reframing the story of the videos. The prosecution thinks it's a slam dunk, but you will have to sell too. It's too bad that his ex is a monster, per Sarah in her interrogation room, because she said, send me money, send me money, send me money. Only according to Sarah, who's doing the exact same thing. So therefore, by her own definition, Sarah is a monster too. Because she could have been a witness to a pattern of liking things rough. Maybe an unwilling one. If your landlady saw mutual taunting or teasing, she could be a good witness to that fact. This is when I wish I was healthy, because I'd want to go to your trial and say my opinion to the media and any ear that would listen. Thank you so much for trusting me enough to tell me what you're going through with your husband and son. Mother to mother, hearing about that hurts my heart. I will pray for both of you. My son and I have an unshakable bond, and I believe all the actions in the world by your former husband will backfire on your former husband. I could say more to you, but I made a promise to honor your wish, so I can only talk about your son with your express go ahead. But my heart is for you both. The things I could tell you, I get to say it too. By the way, you can call me. I put 20 bon my account, and that one phone call you made cost $2.75. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays and Sundays are the best days. Oh, yeah. So she has dialysis Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Okay. Often I sign off. I wonder why she didn't tell her the day she has dialysis. She did it in the reverse. I guess so Sarah won't have to think about it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Those are the days you can call me. After I sign off of this, I need a post dialysis naps. It went a lot better today than Saturday. I'm glad you mentioned credits, as I didn't realize I was low too. So the dry bagging worked for you, Lana? And tomorrow I get paid, so I'll send you some commissary too. Oh no. Do you ever get coffee as part of the standard breakfast and dinner? Don't let that place break you, my friend. Sarah Boone does not break. Outgoing from Sarah to Brian. Thursday is commissary. Tomorrow is commissary. Please provide overdue funds, all caps. She did say please. On the 17th, outgoing to Christina regarding subpart. Ugh, I knew this was going to happen with you working all the time. No, Biggie, I know you got to do what you got to do too. I understand. I promise. Just miss you. And this predicament is the worst yet. On and 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 on. Perpetual cycle of stupidity. I love you no matter what, or when, or where. Promise. Is my letter up yet? Questions for the court list you gave me. Thank you. 628 hearing motion. Is this an actual notice with a certificate of service? Didn't she already have Lana look at this? Okay. Or is it just a title on the website stating that happened that day? I'm trying to figure out if this is the ambush hearing I wrote the judge about. 628. Correspondence from defendant. Is this my letter I was asking for a copy of her withdrawal and all my docs back? This was filed on the same day as the ambush hearing. 7-9. Evidence control sheet. Can you open and see what it is? Is there a certificate of service? What is it? Lana already told her about this. Why is she bothering Christina, who has a job and is trying to get her life together? This was well after the ambush hearing delegating me as pro se, so I should have gotten a copy of it too. I'm about to finish my motion for standby counsel to send, hopefully tomorrow. It's over 20 pages. After that, Christina, I don't know what to do. What motions do I put in for costs, investigator, witnesses, depositions, experts, anything? And I'm supposed to do all of this by the 22nd? That's 5 days from now with no discovery delivered to me yet. Did you call the judge and leave a message? Lana is calling Governor DeSantis, telling him I should be pardoned for all the F-ups and wrongdoings and violations and lies. Will you too, if I get the number? Did you ever get your mom or anyone else to call the judge for me? This is out of control and so wrong on such a whole other level of wrong and unfair and unlawful. Sigh. Help me. I hope you are beautiful as always and smiling, big and happy. I miss you much, 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 much. You'll never know. I know you have a life and a job and family and fun. Don't think I'm mad because you do. Ever. Okay? Love you no matter what or when or where. Promise. Heart. Thank you for your help and best friendship I could ever ask for. Ever. Heart. Stay sane. Tongue out face. Sigh. 717 outgoing to Christina, subject attorneys. I forgot to add to my last message to save effing 50 cents. But how's the attorney hunt going? I got a letter declining from legal aid stating they don't represent, quote, criminals, end quote. Wow. But they did give me direct info for the Orange County Bar Association to call or email to see if they can recruit a pro bono attorney or receive referral. Please. Thank you. Can't do it without you. No pressure. Angel face. Smile. I miss you. Love you more. Pet Lacey for me. Oh, is Lacey the nickname for Christina's naughty bits? Outgoing from Sarah to Christina. Sigh. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Scrunchy face. I was so excited, butthead, to see you this morning. What happened? Miss McCarthy wanted even to see you after she asked how you were doing when I asked who it was coming to see me. Arrgh. I figure you logged in too late. I love you anyway. A for effort. Heart. next time. I'll touch base after I finally get this effing motion done today. 20 plus pages. Help me, Father. I sent you a message last night too. Love you, TTYL. Outgoing, Sarah to Brian, all caps. Today is commissary, supply funds, both subject and message. Christina outgoing, or Sarah outgoing to Christina. Text B for commissary, please. Text B for commissary, please. Love you forever. Thank you, heart. Sarah gets a message incoming from Lana, question mark. You okay? Hey, I just sent over some commissary as it's Thursday and I just got paid myself. Hopefully you're not sick because I worry about the women there with COVID. Also, it's all over the news that Biden just tested positive for COVID too. Tonight is the last night of the Republican convention. Trump chose J.D. Vance as his VP running mate. I couldn't care less, but I've been waiting until this pageant ends and then I'll call DeSantis on your behalf. I'll write again. Chin up. I believe in you. I am calling Kranik again today, plus writing in the public comments that it's 4 days out your deadline, yet you don't have your discovery. Writing in what public comments? Like on YouTube or to Kranik? I don't know what that means, guys. Somebody let me know. Also, your case file has not updated yet, so no new letters or flyers or motions. Talk to you soon. I know you'll send up a flare when you're able to. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana. Favor is the subject. I'm going to write you back in a few. Almost done with this effing motion to get out today. Over 20 pages. It's a must. Can you please, in the meantime, text former husband to tell him to put funds on my account for commissary today? Nothing fancy. Jesse hasn't done in over 7 months. He owes me and I have $7 left, about to be in the negative. My feelings won't hurt if you don't, promise. Just trying to use my resources. He laughs at me for supposedly not having. I can't afford. Girl, you just trying to use anything. You're a user. Let's call it what it is, shall we? I can't afford literally to be in the negative as it just grows and grows with everyday subsistence and medical fees deducted. I always want to say substance, but that's not what it says. It says subsistence. 2, if you didn't know, 2, TOO. If you didn't know, when I go in the negative, whoever puts anything in my account, OCCD takes half, no matter the amount in the negative. Yes, and I'm not telling you this to add yourself. I want a whole former husband to finally pay, and if I have to badger the F out of him to do, then I will. I'm so over this with his evil POS bitter self. Sorry to bother you. Better news, next message. Just a quick thought in prep for another battle on top of all my already. Love you. Thank you. BRB. Stay beautiful. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding favor. I will be happy to do that for you. I have already sent you $40 earlier this morning, as you had mentioned Thursday was the best day. But I am going to tell your former husband, question mark, nope. But am I going to tell your former husband? Nope. Evil grin. Has he heard about me? Doesn't really matter if he has, but if he hasn't, hopefully he won't consider me spam or a catfish and delete without reading. Sending him the text right now. Outgoing, Sarah responding to Lana, you okay? I love you. We were writing each other at the same time. I have been consumed by this motion. Yes, call and obliterate. Do you. Professional F you. Love, love, love you. I'll write in a few, promise. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding favor. I don't tell him anything. He won't know who you are except a supporter and quote resource end quote, to get him to abide by the rules and pay up. Love you. Almost done. I can't believe my letter is not up. No surprise, really. Wow. Can they do that? Love you. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding are you okay? Sorry in advance for this, as I'm going to swear in this message. I think about these circumstances. God understands. Even Jesus himself swore in his time when the cause was right. Brood of vipers was a curse word back then. Go kick their effing asses. Do it for me too. Incoming from Lana to Sarah. I sent it. Exclamation point is the subject line. I sent your former husband the message. I told him also if he had anything to relay back to you, I'd do it, but hopefully he will do it. I gave him my first name so he knows you're my friend now. I was very cordial and professional because you know the saying, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. My grandma would say that, and I would say, why do I want to catch flies? Are we going fishing? Hopefully he complies. Please let me know if he does. Incoming Lana. Butter and Invest, maybe Invest is the subject. By the way, just so you know, I buttered him up a little so that he'll get you that money. I threw a bit of an ego boost to him regarding being a single parent. But I want to be clear to you, Sarah, I'm on your side. I have known how to be able to contact him for some time, his phone number as on the other cases on the court website. But I didn't contact him in the beginning. I contacted you. You are the one I wanted to know. You are the one I care about. Anything I say to your former husband is designed in order to get him to comply. My instincts tell me that, quote, ego up, end quote, was the way to proceed, because from my sales days, I learned that if you stroke a guy's ego a little, they open their wallets wide open. Stroke something else, they open that wallet too. But okay. Don't ever worry. I didn't and will never commiserate with him, and he knows that I am a loyal friend of Sarah Boone. I wanted you to know that. I'm your friend, and I'm always here for you. No ifs, ands, or buts. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding, are you okay? You're so funny. I didn't know that about Brood of Vipers. Cool fact. Ouch. Either way, 28 pages. Yes, I'm sending other temporary motions out also for cost for expert witnesses, cost for investigator, defendant's witnesses, deposition transcripts. What else should I do one for? I must send tomorrow, no later. Love you. I'm exhausted. Next message. Sarah responding to Lana regarding I sent it. Lana, he is a POS. There's no buttering up shit. Sorry, not. He probably laughed his fat ass off with you trying to relate to him and thinks I put you up to it. That'll especially make him do the opposite of what I need. He does not care. And of course, he did not send anything. After you, me, and my friend messaging, he still did not. More evidence for Brian of her harassment. Not only is she sending repetitive, redundant messages, she's now employed 2 other people to do so. Take a hint, woman. Don't try to make him care or have sympathy. He is emotionless and coarse and loves to make fun of me. Either way, thank you. We'll try next week. So his phone number is listed online. On the arrest report? Too bad others don't get it and harass too. Now, why would she want him harassed knowing her son is in the household with him? That makes no sense to me. Remember, he called me a killer in front of my son, who he took 200 miles away from me, brainwashed, scrapped my car so I can't get to him, and told me he moved where he did because it's close to the prison. Remember, it's hard for me not to. All of him. A for effort. Thank you for providing, and me being able to get some lotion and snacks. I saved half so I don't go in the negative next week. I'll probably have the same $7 like this. I'll try again with POS then. Love you. Thank you. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding you, okay? Hey, how about a motion for standby counsel? That's the only one I can think of. Maybe motion for continuance, ask for more time. You don't have your discovery. Your former husband never responded. Doesn't surprise me as it's possible. He's been hit by any number of true crime yahoos or YouTubers like Zav looking for clout. But if he kicks you some commissary, then I got the job done. 20 pages? I wish I could send you a pint of ice cream. Good to eat, but great for tired, sore hands to hold. I used that trick after many concerts I played keyboards for. Incoming from Lana to Sarah regarding I sent it. Hey there, holy crap. He said that in front of your son? Boy, I'm tempted to spam his number. I can do it clean as velvet with a dagger. That does not fly with me. No way. You have not been convicted. And even if you were, this is still not cool. He thought he was hurting you, but you and I both know as moms who he was really hurting permanently. Next time I text him might not be so cordial. But I have learned not to be messaging people when I'm probably pissed off. And that is exactly what I'm feeling right now. And then we have Nicole Ray enters the chat on 7/19 at 9:12 a.m. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Sarah. My name is Nicole, and I live in Australia. I have been following your case since you were first arrested and have always been in support of you. I thought I would reach out and offer my support or an extra pair of ears to vent to or advice about your case. If that's something you are interested or just interested in chatting about anything that doesn't involve your case. Hope to hear back from you soon. Nicole XX. Well, that's awfully friendly for her first message. Desperate much, lady? Incoming from Lana regarding favor to Sarah. I texted your former husband again. This time I reverted to guilt. I told him that if he could flip a pittance to a dash driver for a meal, then what can he do for the mother of his child? He'll either block me, yell at me, give you money, or who knows. If he lets me eat static again, I'll text him on Monday. I'll up the pressure some while being very cordial, winky face. But think of me as the faucet, drip, 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 dripping, haha, or the squeaky wheel. Get Sarah the green grease. Happy Friday. July 19th. 10:44 p.m. outgoing to Lana from Sarah, all in one email. Raised eyebrows, O face. And that's mainly because they've been very careful about putting each subject of what they're going to talk to, but in this one she's saying it's all in one. As much, much, much as I love you, stop with POS former husband. He's going to call his, in England, this is a cigarette. In the UK, in the US, this is a slur for homosexual men. She uses that to refer to his attorney. Draw up some motion to hurt me even greater. Say I'm harassing, try and do whatever he can to keep me down and even farther. He's not going to do anything but give me a harder time of everything. He is a selfish, bitter POS and does not care. He will threaten me with my son or some other whore. He does not care. Really? That's going to be the one that makes him say you're harassing him, not all the other messages? Okay, ma'am. If anything, we'll do on Wednesday as a reminder, then another on Thursday, the actual day. Okay? Chill. So, you'll be very proud of me today. I sent out over 19 pages of 4 more motions for cost for investigator, cost for expert witnesses, cost for my witnesses, redo of deposits now that I'm pro se, and my own attorney and was not involved in anything prior. I don't know what she means about deposits. Anybody have a clue? Like deposits to her? Deposits. Okay, Boone. I'll most likely be denied on most, if not all, but they're just temporary and reserving proposed costs for when I do eventually get my discovery and can figure everything out. A for effort, no doubt. If I do get granted, then I have to figure out how to look up and contact everyone, including trying to locate my phone and witnesses. God's got me. He had me the whole time from glory to glory. Next, I worked my ass off this week and I'm so exhausted. I fell asleep almost immediately when I laid down for 2 minutes waiting for bologna bad meals. I am mentally beat. So a total of 47 FU pages to the judge and his I can write letters too. I used that in my last letter. It's going to blow up in your face. You should have thought this through. First motions have been submitted. I'll showing him and the world I'm trying. I hope I get some sympathy votes and supporters in seeing my hard work and efforts. What's TT saying these days? The lawyer you know, Zav, is my letter up yet? I wrote it on the 8th. And speaking of supporters, I was friended by someone in Australia. Can you look up if really there? Nicole Ray in Adelaide, OT. I thought that was Ontario, Canada. Gosh, if it's really Australia, that's a whole new continent I can add to the saturation and exploitation of my case. Yes. And did you buy me Black Sun? If so, thank you. I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth, but the Black Sun I was asking for from my list was about starlings, birds. Ooh, that reminds me of Silence of the Lambs. Clarice, wasn't her last name Starling? Not with an S, and their flight patterns and photography of. The author is Soren Solker. With that being said, The Black Sun I received is a fantasy novel and looks really interesting and got great reviews. Did you do that on purpose? Is this a series you've read before? It's a happy, incredible accident, if not. Thank you. Thank you! 2 exclamation points. You are such a delight. I still wonder, who are you? This is definitely just what the doctor ordered for getting my mind off of work. Thank you, heart. What did we ever decide with media contact? I didn't remember after planning and producing all these effing motions. Did you try and get some more calls to the judge from anyone? And yes, girl, get that thinking cap on for your call to DeSantis. That rocks so hard. I told my friend who was in here with me, and she wants to know the number too, if you don't mind. Get everyone you can to call, including your husband, if he will. Oh my goodness, don't involve your husband, Lana. His idea is brilliant. Lastly, can you look on the clerk's website when you're looking up my letter and tell me what the 7924 evidence control sheet is exactly? My concern is if it is my discovery and it's listed of what the contents are, then the judge, prosecutor, and anyone else knows what my quote evidence end quote is. Please tell me what this is. Also, for the 7924 evidence control sheet, is there a certificate of service or does it state who receives a copy? I haven't gotten and should have, right? I should get copies of everything, right? In my motion for depositions, I also included the Florida Rules of Criminal Procedure 3.220 about discovery being received and sanctions if not. Problem is, girl, you 4.5 years in. Discovery has been received in general by the defense, if not by you in specificity. So trying to go for that, I never got discovery, especially when Cashman already said your notes are in the margin. It's not going to work. It states the other party or prosecutor, but it's neither. It's the actual court and judge not giving me my discovery. She always thinks someone is against her. He was just trying to figure out how to get it to you, lady. Either way, I think I rocked it. Just wait. Let's see how long it takes for any to be posted. I'm telling you, I mailed out before the delegated date, and after I waited as long as I could for my discovery, I still haven't gotten. I put the page number amount and date on both envelopes also, so it would be seen by all when it's scanned and uploaded. Shaking my head, raised eyebrows, oh face. So I'm sorry I had to get it done today. And I love you lots and keep telling myself I needed to write or call you. I just finished my Bible studies and was able to get a tablet. After this, I'm crashing. And it's stupid late night with lockdown an hour longer. 11:30, scrunchy face, jail, scrunchy face. I hope you had a good day with everything and counted your many blessings. You're always in my thoughts, especially on your D days. dialysis, and every time in between. I'm grateful for you so much in so many ways. I love you and never knew what it meant to be cared about really until you. And we've not even met in person. You are magic. You are a rainbow. You are my super friend. Thank you for you. Heart. Hit me up. I'll write more tomorrow. I'm cashed. I think she means crashed. Thank you for your help and answers. I trust you. No one like I do you. I think she means I trust no one like I do you. Remember that. Remember that. Sweet dreams and big hugs. I hope to do for you what you have for me. You will never know, ever. Thank you. Heart loves forever. Outgoing. This is 7:20, a.m. Outgoing from Sarah to Nicole Ray regarding Hey Sarah. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for reaching out and for your support. I can't believe you're all the way in Australia. This definitely is a plus for me as it adds yet another star to a whole other continent aware of my case, the publicity exploitation and saturation. Did you see my letter about this? Wow. Can you send any pictures? How did you hear about me? What makes you in support of? As you know, it's been a long, arduous struggle and is still for me getting the justice system to be just and the world to not be so cruel and misunderstanding. I'm still in the game and still smiling. I'm glad to have your encouragement and well wishes. Same to you. Thanks again. 7:20, 10:29 a.m. Outgoing to her brother Philip Paulson from Sarah. Hi. Just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. Love you. Same date, 1 minute later to Ashley, same subject. Hi, just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. Love you. Then it looks like a copy and paste job. She sends the same thing to Christina Smith, which is the Christina that's on the run in Vegas, Jalen Lawson, Mariella Hill, who spoke at her sentencing, Jen DeGraff, no idea. She sent that. And then Nicole Ray responds back at 11:08 to Sarah regarding Hey Sarah. Hey there. Thanks so much for replying. I think I also forgot to thank you in the first message for accepting my request. Lol. Yep, all the way from South Australia, 4 question marks to be exact. Smiley face. I'm 36. I think I also forgot to say my age. Has anyone else written to you from Australia? Yes, I think I have seen your letter in the recent 50-page letter, or have you written a more recent one? Sure. What kind of pictures would you like? I came across your case on YouTube. I don't have my own channel, but I follow a couple of channels who follow your case and update on anything new. They are very fair and hold similar opinions as to me. What makes me in support? Well, when I first saw your video on your phone and read your case, I thought, wow, that's been a few times back in the day. There have been a few times I have got drunk, got into an argument, kicked my boyfriend outside in winter, and thought I would lay down for a minute. But when waking up hours later, he was dead. Girl, don't go there. But when waking up hours later and realizing he was still outside, not only that, but how many people have been drunk and put something in the oven and fell asleep? I sure have. Putting a human in a suitcase and being blackout drunk is not the same as burning your Taco Bell reheat. I support you because I know it wasn't intentional. That's easily seen. And I am lost for words that no defense lawyer has been able to put a proper defense for you. So she's slipping up here. She spelled defense the US way the first time, and then I'm assuming the Australian way or some other non-US way with a C. I do not know what you can write, and I don't want you to write anything to me that might harm your case. Did any lawyer look into the effects of alcoholism? Is that something you can have a professional testify for you? I don't know how you are still hanging on, but whatever you are doing, keep doing it. Question mark, question mark. There's more people out there rooting for you than you think. Talk soon, Nicole. Kiss. Incoming from Jalen Lawson regarding hi. Hey, girly, you've been on my mind. How are you doing? You know I will never forget about you, question mark, question mark. I miss you and love you per usual. How is it going in there, ellipse? I finally got a job at Publix. God is forever faithful. Thank you for your prayers and encouraging words and positive vibes. I love you so much. Thank you. How your case coming along? So no, I will not be moving to Kentucky. I got a job now. I like it so much, Sarah. It fit my kid's schedule and all. You can call me anytime. I seen Officer Jones last night at the club. The one with the dreads who used to work with Officer Wallace. I'm going to send you pictures. Incoming from Lana on 7/20/24, 7:43 p.m. regarding letter. Hey, really quick, I'll answer your other message soon, but I'm sending a quick note to let you know that your letter finally posted to your case file online. I haven't even opened it to read yet, but I'm going to. Been very busy today. I'll catch you later. Outgoing to Christina Pena. Hello, question mark, or exclamation point, question mark is the subject. You're worrying me. What's going on? You didn't show up for your visit and I haven't heard from you. I hope you're all right and lovely as always. Please check in. BT'd up. One of my letters is up. Let me know what you think, especially the advertisement, last page. I don't know if I told you, but I wrote 5 motions. One is 28 pages. Then the other 4 are 19 altogether. Yes, I did that. Let's see how long it takes them to post those babies. My flyer was sent on the 8th. It's the 20th. Check it out. I still don't have my discovery, scrunchy face. Where are you? Miss you. Loves forever. Heart. Incoming, Christina Pena regarding hello. I'm still here. Sorry, just been tired, but booked another visit for Monday at 10. I'll be there, okay? I'm sorry. I feel so bad, but I've been calling around for lawyers, but no luck, but not giving up yet. I'll find you one and will be the best one you ever had and haven't called judge yet, but I will. And I texted asshole for you and I'm gonna go check it out. I know you killed it. Little bad choice of words, Christina. Not even worried about that because you always kill it like a beast. Love you too, bestie. I'm still here. Love you. 143. I'll see you Monday. Sunglass, happy face. 143. I don't know what that means. But for those of you guys who are still questioning if she's barely literate, please read that for yourself with your own voice. Incoming from Alana regarding Biden. Hey, I'm at a family reunion and my husband's side, so not much chance to write, but Biden just dropped out of the race. The DNC will be one big race to replace him in the election. You might possibly be home in time for the election. Sarah responds, love you. Thanks for letting me know. Both you're all right and the Biden news. He's too old anyway. What's the reason? Tell me later. Have a good time. You deserve it. And hug your husband lots for having such a great family. Talk to you soon. And read my letter, ellipse. Then outgoing to Nicole Ray. Hi again, Nicole. Thank you for your response. You made my day all the way from Australia. Raised eyebrows, O face, and then D-smile. I am blessed to have you on my side and seeing me in a positive light. There's so many misunderstandings and ignorance in my case. So is that all it takes to get in, Sarah? They just have to agree with you? And everyone who disagrees with you is your sworn enemy? There's so much misunderstanding and ignorance in my case, and the world has gone crazy with theories. I just watched the Lori Vallow stuff. Honey, don't flatter yourself. The world is not consumed with you. That's funny. Guesses and just plain anger because no one has ever heard my side. We saw the video, lady. Just wait. Have you seen my new letter that just posted? It was finally put up and I sent it on the 8th. I also wrote 47 pages last week of motions. Sheesh. Keep an eye out for those also. They just immediately become her flying monkeys. She's like giving orders. Go do this. Go do this. You agree with me? Good. Do this, do this, do this. So what's being said on the channels you mentioned that hold the same fair opinions? I learned so much from people like you. As you know, I have no computer or internet access. Most all of my updates are from officers, new inmates that come in, and supporters such as yourself. Thank you. I keep a list of websites I am featured on, so please let me know. The world map was included in the 58 letter you referenced, and now I love that I can add Australia. Crazy. So cool. And yes, I agree totally with how the quote justice in quote system can't seem to get it together for my defense and have now placed the responsibility on me. They lie and cheat and blame it on me, which is the reason I even write my letters, to stick up for myself, and no one else will or has. If only one of these people had told you your letters are making you a laughing stock. You sound unhinged and entitled. If these were not a good thing for you, ma'am, they reveal more of your personality than you realize, or the unattractiveness of your personality, like the self-awareness that you lack. You might have had a better chance never writing a letter to stick up for yourself. I am in God's great hands, and He is carrying me through all of this. He obviously believes in me as much as I do him. Yes, you too. Thank you, Angel Face. I am hanging on, as you said, because of people like you who take the time to tell me, keep going. I'm not just an advocate for myself, but anyone who has ever been in an abusive relationship, pushed around by the quote justice in quote system, then thrown to the wolves. I'm going to come back leading the pack, but you're coming back with wolves. I'm going to come back leading the pack. I'm trying my best, and I hope and pray everyone sees that, sees through the incorrect, hurtful depiction I've been labeled as. It will be revealed one way or another, especially when I finally get to say my side. That did not work out well. It's coming. So keep your pom-poms close and keep me in your thoughts and prayers. If you can, send me some fun pictures of Australia. Whatever you think would bring cheer and represent your homeland. I live through pictures, so thank you. So fun. Keep smiling yourself. And again, thank you for you and your support. Keep it real. Stay beautiful. Heart. What time? What? So some of you guys have reached out and said that Katrina's channel has discovered that this what's her name? Nicole person. Yeah, Nicole Ray seems to be a fake, or at least not really from Australia. And you were saying that on the phone list, one of those VoIP numbers were hers or something like that. I'm not going to dig into Nicole. I don't care about her. I mean, she's another flying monkey. So Jalen Lawson responds regarding hi, girl, you look amazing. Oh, Sarah's sending it to Jalen. Girl, you look amazing. That's you. I'm so glad you are having a good time. You are overdue and deserving for sure. And you saw Miss Jones? Ha, when I see her at court, I'm going to joke with her about it. Did she see you? Oh, I wonder if that's the lady with the lashes who brings her in and out. That's funny, with the cute glasses. She won't know it came from you, so don't worry. And I'm so happy to hear about your job at Publix. It's one of the best places rated to work and are very family oriented, offer good benefits, and provide advancement, which you'll be a manager, I'm sure, very soon. Well, girl, it was a Publix right by your house in Winter Park. Why didn't you get a job over there, Sarah? Since it's family oriented and has good benefits. Stay with it and it will definitely pay off in more than one way. See? Good things come to those who wait and trust. You must always, always, always keep your faith and live for the Lord. He will never let you down and makes you wait until the last second to make sure you still believe in him before the blessings explode all over you and your life. That sounds dirty. Last minute, Jalen. I'm still waiting, but very much believing. Send more pics when you can of Javon and Brea. Group selfie. I miss seeing them. Please don't forget I'm here. I think of you often and still am waiting for our ice cream date and so much more. Keep smiling and loving and being the best you possible. Being the best you possible. That reminds me of that's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep loving. Love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Heart, friends for life and beyond. Hug babies for me. Stay beautiful. Outgoing to Christina Pena, kill it like a beast. Yes, is the subject line on 7/22/11/51. You're hysterical. Right before the camera ended our visit, it was of your big middle finger in the camera, so everybody saw it, including those in visitation. Yes. Thank you for coming to see me. You know I love you and will always, no matter how long it takes, you're to write back. And if you don't make it to your scheduled visit, wow. And I'm guessing since she had to come down there, she can't do it in her home because, like, when Brian and the son do it, they can do it from their home. They don't have to come into a visitor center. If I remember, I'll go back and look at her log and see if she was in a visitor center or not. But it sounds like it. Which makes it better because if you're like at home and you can't make an appointment, what's really going on? I know and I understand and beyond grateful. You are my forever best friend. Kay, right? Triple question mark. Keep smiling, smiley face. I do because of you. Big D grin. Loves forever and ever and ever. Right back, B-head. So outgoing to Lana from Sarah. I hope you're having one. Oh, subject is amazing day. I hope you're having one and had a great time yesterday. I'm just checking in as I thought for sure I'd wake up to a message from you. I'm thinking about you and love you lots. Keep me posted. I hope it's smooth sailing for you with the day's endeavors. I'm always with you in love and spirit. Please remember that. And I only trust you. But if I may add to my list from the weekend, I'm so sorry. It just comes to me and I ask, only you. Did you see my letter? Thoughts? Matthew Fipkoltz, Mesa, Arizona. Who is he if you can look him up? He friended me like the other girl I sent to you from Australia. Battered spouse syndrome. Important. Please, can you look up, really research if you can? Is there an expiration, quote unquote, date for this? Can you, quote unquote, outgrow or overcome and not have symptoms or characteristics, but be a victim of? Are they lifelong? This isn't my, quote unquote, defense, but I want to include, please. It's important and I have no other way of finding out or anyone as resourceful and competent as you to ask. Or reliable, because you ask Christina and girl, she might wait till 2 years. She hasn't found one attorney to at least talk to you. She ain't really looking. I love you. Feel good right when you can. I hope you partied your ass off last night. Smile, angel face, D grin, raised eyebrows, O face. Wait, that was Talana? Why would she be partying her behind off? In a wheelchair? Okay. Outgoing to Christina, Sarah. I forgot to ask. Please, since you have a little bit of time, can you look up my world map I included with the 58-page letter before last and specifically list all the states of the United States I have a star on? I forgot to record before sending and I want to add to my copy, especially now that I can add Australia, a whole other continent. Yes, I also want to add Arizona from another person who friended me on the tablet. I bet you Dum Dum Cashman couldn't take the heat of the publicity she experienced when you saw her mobbed by the elevator that day. God's perfect timing. D-face. They probably were like, ma'am, are you glad you got rid of her? Her perception is always skewed toward her being a victim. Everybody else has got to pay. That woman knows I'm right on so many levels with so many things in my case. If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, she bailed with her chicken ass. So did everyone else. Because they wanted to get away from you. You know what they say. If you want anything done right, do it yourself. Apparently, that's the plan now. Please, please, please send me that info as soon as you can so I can update my records to start working on my next update and told you so moment for the quote unquote justice, quote unquote system. They're going to hate that they arrested me. Scrunchy face. Yes, love you. Thanks for making me stronger. My bullets bigger and sword sharper. Yes, you. Call the judge. Scrunchy face. Love you. Heart. So incoming from Lana on the 22nd of July regarding amazing day. Hey, Sarah. I am so sorry I went quiet on you. I still have to address your message from Saturday. I was fully ready to wake up this morning and get to business for you and for my day to day. At 6 a.m., my day changed as my husband, who hasn't called in sick for 15 years, just said he was really sick and I'm suspecting pneumonia. So because I am naturally immunocompromised, I have to mask up in my own home and scrub my hands incessantly. He's usually my caregiver, so this is a switch of duties. So it's taking a lot of time for me to care for him, but hopefully this doesn't go south with him at the ER. I'm thinking he'll be okay as I have an oxygen sensor which is steady at 94, so his lungs aren't under too much stress. I'll research those names for you. And I did read your letter last night. Transparent T also posted it right off the bat. But as for the others, I haven't seen much yet, as the news climate has made the reporting unlucky, as all the networks are broken into the news like on 9/11. Hopefully the news will die down and you go back to the attention levels you and I normally see. But she hates to, she claims to hate those attention levels, even though because of the YouTubers, Lana found her, Nicole Ray found her, who else? I don't know. The guy in New Mexico, the people in California who wrote saying it wasn't fair. Yeah, all those people because of the publicity. Okay. As for your former husband, you're no fun. 3 exclamation points, winky face, tongue sticking out. I get it though. So he's lucky I'll stand down. I have to tell you some things I found out about your former husband that you should know. I'm trusting you to not tell him who got this intelligence on him. Tell him you have multiple sources. OMG, I think I missed my calling as a private investigator. I think you did too. I could make a fortune with these skills, but I reserve them for family and friends. I got your back. I believed he moved because his house went into foreclosure in 2022. It was ultimately dismissed, which could have resulted by his selling the house in March of 2023. Yeah, he didn't have a job, Lana, so how is he going to be paying for a mortgage? He lost his job in 2022. Sarah knows that because that's when he filed to reduce or eliminate the alimony. In March of 2023, he got the crap suit out of him by Citibank for $8,000. This was for his Costco credit card, which he got tons of cash advances from. Again, no job and single parent. He had to do what he had to do. He lost his suit February of 2024. This year, I verified that it was him because the address he was served was his Mandy Park Drive. He was also using the CC for Uber Eats and a lot of it, which is crazy when people charge things like that and not paying it all off at the end of the period. He didn't have a job. This is why he couldn't be sending Sarah money for Zuzus and Wham Whams, because he needed to feed his son, whether it be Uber Eats or not. Maybe he was depressed. I order in a lot. Anyway, he is really strapped for cash. The only way he's going to sick a lawyer on you is if he files in forms papyri and the lawyer is pro bono. Otherwise, the guy was charging his Wendy's as recent as a few months ago. See, this is where my heart goes out to Brian, because obviously he was struggling. I understand his parents have money, but maybe he didn't want to ask them right away. It's not like he could take out a HELOC because he was like not current with his mortgage. So, and Costco is where you buy food. So, if you are not current on your Costco card, things are bad. I mean, I think like in California, I guess in other places than New York, you can also get gas at a Costco, or at least in New York City. Either way, that's the reason why he's not giving you anything. If he wasn't, as you say he is, I'd feel bad for him. But then again, he's not in jail. He can pound sand. I'll get back to you. Gotta get to the task at hand. He's not in jail because he didn't put anybody in a suitcase and record it. See, this is the thing too. Like, I feel this reminds me of the Dan Markel case. Remember when Jeff Lacasse was like shit talking Dan Markel because Wendy said he was no good? So I feel like Lana is shit talking Brian based on what Sarah is saying without any facts. It's just Sarah's word. And anybody who's not giving Sarah what she wants is an enemy. So, which it sounds like Lana is finding out as since they're not speaking because she did something or didn't do something Sarah wanted her to do. God, I love you. This is Sarah going back to Lana regarding Amazing Day. God, I love you. Please be safe with your hubby. I'm sorry he's under the weather. You're sure he's not just really hungover, tongue out? Question mark, question mark. JK, we have to turn in tablets anyway, so I'll touch base in a few. Please take care. You made my day, and I'll ask more later. You are unbelievable. About 22 exclamation points. Talk to you soon. Heart. So love you. Outgoing to Christina. Love you. Thank you. Help me. Man, I love you. God's timing through you for credits is impeccable. I needed them so bad. I just love you so much. My best friend. Thank you, heart. Also for the pictures. One did not come through and was rejected. I got the one of Zayd in his Spider-Man shirt. Resend the other one or send a substitute because I still want another one, please. Yes, love you. I miss you, cry face. Thank you for the stars on the state's info. When you can, please call the judge. Bye, heart. Incoming from Lana, your newest Katri. Ketri? Yes, it's nighttime. It's 12:04 a.m. when she's writing that. Yes, it's nighttime, and my husband is enjoying a much-needed NyQuil and Mucinex induced sleep. So my mask is off and my duty's done. So as the nighttime is my time, tonight is now your time. Of course, there will be multiple messages you're going to wake up to tomorrow because that is how I roll. Happy face. The lawyer you know came to bat today. I read your letter and then went on YouTube to see if people were picking it up, and Court TV made you the top story. Transparency got you first, and now the lawyer you know has a great live stream about you, which I'll tell you. Court TV posted a huge mock-up of your flyer and interviewed a judge. She said that Judge maybe Kranick, made a mistake forcing you to pro se and should have chosen a thick-skinned attorney. I think I saw that. I think that was the Parkland judge or the former judge who presided over the Parkland case that said that. She believes the judge will not respond. She also believes the judge made the error by forcing you. The lawyer you know thinks two big things. The fact that you don't have your discovery could be really bad for the case and for the court, and that he should grant you a continuance because you don't have what you need. He predicted that the judge would be smart to roll it to December. That didn't age well. He also said there are attorneys who do choose to try a case based on publicity and that you have a 33% chance you may be contacted. He said it would be higher, except they don't want to be the target of what they believe are false accusations and ad hominem attacks by Sarah. Yeah, nobody wants to be called a liar publicly, a buffoon, or any of those nasty things that she says about people trying to help her. He mentioned that your language toward Kranick was showing meanness in it and a really bad choice to be taking that stance while requesting a lawyer. Yes. Right. On the one hand, that's how you're talking to the judge. Imagine how you speak to your lawyer. Do you know? Like he's at the highest level in the courthouse. Anyway, those are his words, not mine. He believes that a young lawyer may not want to risk their license against accusations they are afraid you'll make if they do or say something that displeases you. Right. So the older lawyers don't love it, but they have a little bit more leeway because they have multiple cases and because she has a history of being a bad client, an abusive client. But why would a young lawyer want to do that? And like it's their first couple of years of lawyering and then they've got this black mark on their record. Because people may say, oh yeah, she was crazy, but then they may say, well, maybe you did do something. You know, it just is never a good look. And that's why even the seasoned lawyers, once she starts levying these accusations and ad hominem attacks, they quit, which she has not made that connection. She's just like, I don't know why they abandoned me. Owen's too. I'm like, did you see any of the letters that she wrote about them? The nasty things she said? She had a pretend judge with Cashman. A ton of people, and even there with the pretend judge, she acknowledges that they're meant to be in deference of the judge, yet she wrote the judge a nasty letter. A ton of people in his stream told him that he should take your case, and they were being serious about it. I started it. LOL. Me being stealthy. Anyway, he said he wouldn't because he has too many other clients during this time frame, and you require more time than he could give you without compromising your right to justice and his other clients' rights to justice. Well played. I can tell he is thinking about it as he plans to be at your trial. The biggest thing he said, and I agree with, is that you've made many good points, your tone notwithstanding, and that they have been painted themselves into a corner with the way they handled your forced pro se. You are supposed to be furnished with either a laptop or pens and notebooks, everything you need to work, and you need extra time alone in the attorney meeting room for privacy or privacy, depending on where you are, Nicole, or where you're not. I know you're going to ask what I think, as you always do. Ha! I loved your flyer. I'm so pulling for you to get someone to help. I'm going to add my prayers to you. As for your letter to the judge, OMG, I can hardly blame you for being irritated and upset with how things have gone. I think in terms with the world reading, they'll think you have a lot of good points, and the fact that you don't have your discovery is appalling. That is not what the world thought. I think the judge likely might ignore you, which is a bad idea for him to do, but he has already displayed passive aggressive tendencies with his order. Excellent call out of him, by the way. Is it he can't respond to you directly? That would be an ex parte communication. So he's not going to respond from a legal matter, not because he's been shamed. And please tell your friend she's out of line. So I think his ego will come into play. I don't see any ego in Kranik. Anyways, I got to get to work on some other requests. So let's go to the next message, my friend. If I could see you in person, I'd raise your arm in victory. Kick their asses. By the way, FYI, I have a $20 credit in my prison phone account. They charged me like $3 on our last phone call. So if you ever feel like 15 minutes of venting, I have a very good ear, and I have to use this money before it expires in a few months. Just give me a heads up so I'll pick up. Next message. Incoming from Lana. Matthew, I don't know what that last name is. Philip Zuck. Our guy is 34 and lists on LinkedIn as a sign engraver for Onyx Sign and Engraving. He might be the owner of the company because it doesn't have a website up. There's no brick and mortar address, and I have his address and phone number. I sent his pic via Emilio. He looks a bit like Jared Fogle. Oh, God, but not creepy. Jared is like the creepiest. That's the subway guy. Ugh. He has no criminal record in the state of Arizona. Here's the interesting part. He is a true crime digger. No YouTube page or anything like that, but he requested some depositions from the Alec Baldwin trial. Plus, he filed for inmate phone call recordings from the Gutierrez trial. In that request, he stated that he was with the media, but there's absolutely no evidence nor indication that he's even close to being media. So I'm guessing he was lying in his request. He is not political. He is single and posts on Facebook about failed first dates he has had. There's another site that says he is 44, not 34, but I'm thinking he's 34. He loves birds and has 2 parrots, and he has docs. Maybe dogs? I have zero clue what side he is on, but he is definitely a digger, so he obviously is interested in your case. Be careful with him, but I can't find any obvious red flags except the misrepresentation of being media. There you go. Next message, lol. Incoming from Christina. Hey, bestie heart. Yes, glad they saw I was saying fuck to all your haters. And yes, she couldn't handle it because you made her look like a fool in the courtroom. 6 exclamation points. No, that is not how that went, ladies. That is not how that went. Maybe when you're a criminal, it just seems like you got to get your gotchas in. Because it was all cringe for Sarah. That was my very first video. I was like, oh my God, this bitch is crazy. She thinks the judge is the manager. Not once did I think that Cashman looked like a fool. I love you, friends, so much, and you got this. Watch a movie or write. They have any new movies? And okay, I will look it up for you. I'll send it to you later today, okay? I love you. Keep your smile going and keep shitting on these people. Okay, the 23rd, outgoing to Christina. Hey, bestie, you're so great. What are you doing writing this at 4:37 a.m.? Go to sleep. I know you, though, as you were my trusty alarm clock. So, miss, you function well on no or little or very little sleep. It's a superpower. And yes, ass kicking is definitely on my agenda every day. Thanks to you for helping. As for your encouragement and plain old moral support, love you so much. And no, there's no new movie, Scrunchy Face. I started watching Mortal Kombat yesterday since it has subtitles. The few movies I have to settle to watch don't have The Conjuring, It, etc. So I'll finish it today. I don't know what that means. Like she has those or she doesn't have those. Anyway, thanks, friend. Enjoy your rest. And you keep smiling. Thank you for the state's info. Can't do it without you. Oh, Lana said Court TV had a huge mock-up of my flyer and letter on the website. Check it out and let me know. Love you. Or love, heart, you, heart, so, heart, much heart. 10 exclamation points. Outgoing to Lana regarding letter and flyer. Wow. So you liked? Yes, I'm glad so many others do as well. I hope people see that I'm not all uptight and do have a sense of humor. Are you zealous with the side of keen? My fave. Ha. If all of this is being said just over that, get ready for my motions. Get ready. Everyone will see that I am totally right and trying my best. I'm curious to see how long it takes for them to be posted. I mailed last week. So here's my responses. Court TV, what does huge mock-up mean? Top story on website? Are they being derogatory or favorable? Is there a way for anyone to like the flyer? Reviews? Transparent T, she got my letter first. What is she saying? Any music along with the feature? Oh my God. The lawyer, yes, so he gets it. I'm not wrong in anything I say. It's all from experience. I don't feel like that's what Peter said. I didn't see it, but ad hominem, mean in lieu of reason. Yes, my reasons. No, in lieu of, instead of having a reason, you're just going off, are all true. Symptoms of an unprofessional lawyer from Law Dictionary. Yes, they've been liars and cheats and unprofessional. Experience. This from the woman who walked out and hung up on her last attorney. Unprofessional. Okay. Pot calling the kettle black. Can't make it up, nor would I if I wanted to. How did you start the recruiting of the lawyer you know? Yes, you are stealthy and amazing and smart and witty and brilliant. Continuance. I'm not GPI, G to ask for quite yet. Maybe going. I'm not going to ask quite yet. I'm actually debating doing at all. Judge knows what the problem is, and it's not me. Oh, so wrong. I'm going to write it out to see what he does. Now the ball is in his judicially appropriate passive aggressive court. He knows where I am and what I need. So because he doesn't respond to your BS, because he gray rocks you, that makes him passive aggressive. I'm not seeing it. Anybody else think Zaddy Kranick is passive aggressive? I thought he was very even keeled. Okay. He knows where I am and what I need, and he don't give a damn. I'm going to hang on until the last minute like I did for my motions. Just wait. Target of false accusations. What false accusations? You called them all liars. You said that Patricia Cashman was a liar. And when the judge asked you specifically, you were like, well, she lied to my brother and this about the bond. And then he said, none of what you said is incorrect. Where is the lie? And you did not have an answer, Sarah. So therefore, that is a false accusation. Nobody wants to be bothered with that. That is why they keep quitting. It's not that complicated. It's kind of like a puzzle, which I know you like to do. Put all the pieces together so you can see the big picture. Again, it's all from my experience. They want it to be false because it's so unbelievable how they're trying to F me 6 ways to Sunday, and I'm not having it. Anyone can see I am point blank. Take it or leave it, and I'm not what the former attorneys and judge have made me out to be. 2 judges. So the 4 attorneys and the 2 judges, so 6 people got it wrong, and you're right. Okay. Guys, if you ever find yourself in this sort of situation, have some self-awareness and just think, like, what could I do differently? What might I have done to contribute to this mess that I'm now in, instead of just being the victim? Oh my goodness. I'm very tolerant, listen, devise, team-oriented. No, you're not. They make me out like I'm sitting there in the middle ring with the big bat whip ready to crack it on anyone who doesn't do anything my way. Girl, that is exactly it. No one is in any of my meetings, phone calls, video visits. Pretty sure the attorneys who were sick of you were all in those events. See comments and actions and dumb shit I've had to deal with and still am. Experience driven, man up, beef up, get your riot gear and let's go. I'm not terrible, and I want to be able to show that to someone so they can get the good word out. 33% chance, huh? I guess it's better than 0. And how did he even come up with that number? Language towards Kranick? What? I have to sugarcoat and babysit? No, I didn't curse and have been tempted to use BS in some of my past letters, but have chosen not to, even though I could, because it is total BS. Cursing is not the only way to have poor language. You did not apply the appropriate amount of deference due to his honor in your letter. So what language? See, she doesn't even have a moment to consider. It's all defensive. Like, how dare he say this? How dare he say that? Why not oh, maybe my tone was and it was because you bragged about it, like how you told him. My thing, it's not like you're trying to come to middle ground. You just want to be right instead of being effective. One of my mentors told me that. Don't be right, be effective. Because you could be dead right, and then what? Like you are. Well, your life sentence right. Anyway, my thing, and as I reminded the judge in my letter, was no matter what I say or do, he has to be fair, neutral, and impartial. He cannot penalize me for my honesty, efforts, anything. Get off the bench if you are. Fair is number 1 as his judicial responsibility, no matter what I say or do. So you really this is some BS of the customer is always right. You think you can say anything, do anything, and he's just supposed to take it? That is you in the middle ring cracking a whip. Do you hear yourself? No matter what I say or do, he and everyone courtside is just upset that I'm doing it. Yes, I am and will not stop. It's my life, they fail to realize, and stop effing with it. Get out of my way. Wait for my motions. Meanness. Do I need to get the bottle and pacifiers out for everyone? They've not experienced me being mean. The judge is being mean to me for retaliating and taking away. Wait, so you're agreeing you retaliated and taking away my counsel, or you're saying the judge retaliated? Because I don't think he cares that much about you. Former attorneys are mean for lying about me and promising me freedom, then abandon me when I ask for my discovery. The world is being mean from all their ignorant, stupid hate. But I mean, WTF, get over it, overcome, just like I've had to all my life, basically, and now especially. Everyone understood my POV for all the reasons I'm supposedly mean. WTF, now babysitting, not babysitting nobody. Accusations equal truth. My tone, shut the fuck up and play fair. Remember the Constitution. See what you're doing to me unlawfully and wrong. Everyone else does. Now, you see, this is a perfect example because she's getting free legal advice from Peter Tragos. Well, he's not advising her. He can't advise her. It's not, they don't have confidentiality, but he's opining as to what his thoughts are. And she's attacking each of them. So hell no, he shouldn't take her case. Like, she's not going to listen. She knows everything. My grandma used to say, you know too much for your own good. My nice went away with my forfeiture of counsel. Shut the fuck up. Sorry, not so over this, but it's right now in my favor. Thanks to me sticking up for myself and representing. And you with all your help and information. God, I love you. You put prison photo account to call you? It's just jail. I rebuke you, Satan. Not you, the word. Prison photo account, maybe phone account. It's just jail. Did you call DeSantis yet? Forgive me, my darling friend, for venting. I did. Am I wrong? Are my reasons for unreasonable? No. If they really want to see mean, I can. I'm not saying even half of what I can about former attorneys, happenings in the courtroom before, beginning, comments, underhandedness, wrongdoing, and not by me. I can. Just tell them to let me off the leash and I will. So will. Humility, patience, self-control. I love you. I think you're great. I can't do without you. Please take care of your sweet husband and stay well. He's on the road to recovery as we speak. Is your son there still to help? Don't overdo it, girlfriend. Stay beautiful. Thank you. I love your feedback and opinions and collaboration and constructive criticism. I'm wishing it would be a little more constructive, but I see how she rides that rail because, woo, you flare up. I expect nothing less from you. Always welcome. You make my bullets bigger and sword sharper. Yes, you. Can't wait to see your response to all the accusations aforementioned. Have fun. Loves, 5 exclamation points. Outgoing to Christina Pena. I forgot. Thank you for the beautiful sky picture. Wow. What was the one that got rejected? And don't forget, please, 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 to call the judge. Just leave a voicemail. Let me know how it goes. Please, love you forever. Outgoing to Lana. Letter and flyer, do it. I forgot to ask, can you be stealthy with transparent tea and put it out there to call the judge? Oh my God, yes, yes, yes. Can you do the same for the lawyer you know? Yes. Any site you visit and know I'm featured on. Ninja, love you. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah, broke ass former husband. Who the F are you? In another life, you were Sherlock Holmes. You must tell me, how did you find this out? Also about Matthew Philippus. Jesus Christ and all his archangels has so truly beyond words blessed me with your awesomeness and beauty. Lana, it is an honor to know you. I've never met, nor will I ever know someone like you. Wholeheartedly, with every fiber of my being and with all my soul, I love you and thank you. You cannot know my humility and gratitude. I do not know how to describe in words. If only you could see my heart. It glows because of you. Thank you beyond words. You are forever my friend. The true definition of thank you, heart. Outgoing 723 to Lana, broke ass former husband. And tomorrow is reminder day. Let's give it a whirl. $723 outgoing to Jalen from Sarah regarding hi. Oh, Jalen, he's so handsome. It's unreal how identical he is to you. Anyone can tell he is your son. If I could print, I'd put it in the Bible. Thank you beyond words for sharing his picture and yours from the club. I love your outfit. Keep the pictures coming and messages so I know you're okay and happy. I love hearing from you and miss you so much. Hug Javon and tell him he's wonderful and I miss him too. Be nice and love baby sis and mom and me. Excuse me, winky face. I love you lots. Forever friends. Don't forget I'm here. Stay beautiful. Incoming from Lana, Nicole Rare, Adelaide. Yikes. This one is a very high probability to be a catfish. Her Facebook account is locked. But what you can see is a woman in her underwear taking a selfie and an obvious thirst trap photo pose. Thirst trap, picture designed to attract guys. I checked her LinkedIn, Instagram, and they have stolen photos and conflicting stories. Her location doesn't change, and there's no corresponding date of birth. The picture is someone scantily clad, about 18 to 21, yet nobody exists of that name with that date of birth range in all Australia. It's someone hiding their identity and playing game. So my suggestion is to let them eat static. Then incoming from Lana regarding battered spouse syndrome. Hey, this will not be my only message on the subject, and I'm researching the specific direction of your question regarding this. In the meantime, I'm going to straight up copy the entire massive Wikipedia article on it as it points to specifics in BSS as a defense. Obviously, I can't and you must not get specific to its application in your case, being that this is not protected or secure. Right now, we are just two friends talking about a common subject. But remember, the high risk inherent in us talking about it together. This is going to copy messy. So I'm sorry in advance. Wikipedia article. If you guys want to slow that down to read it, have at it. I'm just going to skip through here. Goes through the terminology, the DSM. Good Lord. Interesting. Women in abusive situations increase help-seeking behavior as violence intensifies. However, their attempts at seeking help are often frustrated by unresponsive extended family and social services. So I'm imagining this is when the lying started. This is her foundation. When she's like, oh, I reached out to his mother and I reached out to his former wife and daughters, one of whom was a minor, and no one would help me. Okay, skip. Good Lord. Hang on, I'm going to put you guys in a break while I scroll through and get to the end of this. See you in 60 seconds. And we're back. I realize we're going to be like at 3 hours and I just did a break. Sorry, guys. I did a break in between because I'm like 2 days later. I just put on the same outfit. Anyway, 7:24 incoming from Lana update. Hey, just to let you know, my husband is still sick, but definitely improving. He plans on returning to work tomorrow, even though he's not 100% better. And I'm home on Wednesdays. I actually called out of dialysis yesterday because he is usually my ride and he was still sick. Luckily, my son is off on Thursday in case I need an alternate way to the clinic. Oh no, that sucks. When my sister was on it, they had these, I guess it depends on where you are. She couldn't drive anymore, so they had this van come and pick her up. She didn't like it because there was a bunch of old people on there, but that sucks that she had to miss it because she didn't have a ride. In case you were worrying, it won't kill me to miss a dialysis once in a while, but missing 2 or more in a row without going to a hospital is not good. I think on top of feeling physically sick, he is worked up about the goings on in the news and politics lately. They say opposites attract, right? He is usually the very emotional, reactive type, while I'm the steady, logical, patient type. His anxiety wrecks his sleep and makes him vulnerable to being sick. Ugh. He could never handle kidney disease, that's for sure. You asked how I find out info and found out about your former husband. Quite simple. You're not the only one with a court case record. Your dissolution of marriage case has phone numbers, addresses, full names, and all sorts of things. I just meandered over to the civil case record of your former husband, and there's lots and lots of stuff. Oh, yes, there is. The foreclosure of 2022, 2023 wasn't the only one. Back in 2018, 2020, there was another one that was dismissed as well because another action was pending. I'm guessing your case was the factor. They were officially divorced in 2018, so I'm not sure. By the way, the lawyers in that foreclosure firm that filed against former husband and you by proxy are permanently out of business due to COVID putting an extended moratorium on foreclosures. Oh, I don't think your former husband even has a lawyer anymore, his sexual orientation aside. And irrelevant, lol. Oh, and speaking of my phone account, sorry about that. They call it a prison account. And while most people interchange those words like Googling and searching, yes, there is a distinction. I don't believe you are going to set one foot in prison. That did not age well. In fact, the lawyer you know mentioned a time served plea and believes you could write a letter to the state, Cacciatore, or however his name is spelled, regarding a plea deal. So this is the second time Lana has tried to talk her into a plea deal. The lawyer you know mentioned a manslaughter plea would be about a 10-year original sentence, but after time served, good behavior credits, and the 85% rule, it would be time served or extremely close to it, like mere months close. Anyways, back to how I find out about people. I'm not going to give you all my tricks, lol, since I would give up my miracle worker status. But it starts with the digital footprint and also having knowledge of the links in the system to get background checks of people. That's one way I found out what I did about your car. Zach Vulture employs these tactics and Transparent T too, but they go further than I do and fill out Freedom of Information Act's paperwork and file them with the court. What they do costs quite a bit of money, but in Zav's world, she no doubt treats it like a cost for monetizing her videos and getting views, memberships, and money. Transparent T, I think, works in the system. She merely posted your last letter with some instrumental music, and the entire video has no one talking and is just scrolling the letter and flyer for people to read. I'll get to more researching and looking at other questions you have. Some I can't answer, but some I can try. Hope you're doing all right, my friend. I'm honored to know you. If my meager assistance helps your case, that is thanks enough for me. Oh, and I'd love to be a call-in guest on your future new YouTube and TikTok channels. Why should Zav get to monetize your life? You should get the money, and I get a friend I care about and believe in. We win. So it sounds like Lana did know about the car. That's one way I found out what he did about your car. So that was last year. So I wonder why she's still in 2025 bothering about the car and thinks the family court judge can help. So outgoing to Brian on the 24th, commissary tomorrow, Thursday, both subject and body of email. Okay. Outgoing to Lana from Sarah, Megan Sexton, Weeki Wachi, Florida, or Weeki Wachi. Everything okay? Haven't heard much from you today. How's hubby feeling? He's a trooper like you for getting back to work so soon. He better be careful. Bless you. He better be careful he doesn't get worse. And you not going to the appointment? Question mark. No, ma'am. I trust you know what you're doing and ask God to give you extra protection and care. Lana, you mean so much to me and I worry so about you daily. Please, please be safe and careful. Thank you for telling me so I could send all the extras. Careful. I pray you and hubby are well and as happy as can be with all that you both have going on. No, I love, love, love you. I'm excited to see all your other goodies you find when you are able. You are amazing. I can't believe you are my friend with how beautiful and brilliant you are. No one ever like you. Thank you for all you are. If I may, Another person friended me, and I'm concerned about this one. Megan Sexton, Weeki Wachee, Florida. So the property manager from my complex and a major player in my case as a witness for me and has lied and avoided depositions 3 times. What did she lie about? So her property manager is one of the reasons that she had a conflict with one of the lawyers, because the property manager and her partner had a domestic violence in their history, and one of them had been represented, I guess it was the property manager, been represented by a public defender. Okay. Again, a major part for me, but no one can locate her. Her name is Melissa Sexton, if you didn't know already. Is this her daughter or someone related? Please, can you look her up? Melissa Sexton is tall and blonde. If you see her in any pictures, send if you can, if you think. Let me know, Detective Albert, please, as soon as you have a moment. What? Then I'll know if I should accept or decline her invite. Love you. Thank you. Feel good. And know I missed hearing from you today and think about you often. Please let me know all is well on the home front when you can. So love you. Thank you forever. Then Lana does incoming. And Melissa Sexton, they did locate her. If you go back and listen to the sentencing, she spoke with Dr. Julie Harper, and Harper mentions that. But she did not want to testify because she would have to confess that she lied about removing George from the lease. He could not be removed because Sarah did not have sufficient income on her own. Right? She only had the $1,100 a month to qualify for the apartment. The rent alone was more than $1,100. And then how was she going to pay for like electricity and anything else? You know, her car note, insurance. Her car might have been paid off. It's an older car. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you. I was about to edit the same thing and worried you were on lockdown yesterday after I sent you the massive, messy, battered woman syndrome wiki. Hopefully that helped. And if you have any specific questions about what you read that can point me into a more specific issue, I stand by. Smiley face. So you're thinking that Megan Sexton has something to do with your landlady, Melissa Sexton? Quite possibly, but I wanted to clarify. Do you want me to look both of them up or just Megan? Are you suspicious that your landlady is trying to insinuate herself into your contact? I know that I had to provide them with a scannable picture of my driver's license to get on Smart Inmate in order to write you and see your message. Yeah, I'm okay. I really hate missing sessions, so today is definitely needed for me. I'm guessing it's maybe a bit rough to get the extra fluid off of me. Ugh. But then I'll crash a bit longer when I get home. Thank God for pain medicine because I have huge cysts in my kidney and liver. The internal pain can be taxing. But I keep the fluid down. I keep the cysts down. Sorry if that is TMI. I called DeSantis yesterday afternoon, so guessing his secretary is transcribing it to him. I also emailed his contact me on his Florida website and his campaign page and spoke you up as well as what's been going on in your case. I told him of the secretive nature of their decisions and told him that justice is being denied to everyone. I closed it by saying it was a tragic accident and that the emotional toil and grief on you, having to live in ultimate limbo, has punished you several times over, and the right thing to do is put an end to everything and allow both you, your family. I know you have a brother and you are a mother, and I wanted to mention that you had a family who misses you and they are innocent as well as you are. I told him that the justice system, I think we're missing a parenthesis here. I told him that the justice system knows full well that you should never have been charged with murder and that it was a gross overreach by both the Orange County Sheriff and the state of Florida. At the end of the phone message I left him, I referred to the written message for the details. I thanked him and his clerks and interns for taking the time to read and research. I hope it helped. I always worry about this stuff. I was not pushy. In his case, I referred to a copy of my LinkedIn with my professional picture and basic information so he knew I'm not a nutbag or a catfish or a relative. I gave him my phone number if he has questions. Talk to you soon. Your intrepid, thought out, summer in Minnesota friend, and proud and honored to call myself that. Outgoing from Sarah. Subject and message, I'm calling you. Incoming from Lana. To Sarah, hey, guess what? It looks like your letter is the reason why they did all this to you. Remember that letter? Remember that your letter was the one that asked why you didn't yet have your discovery. Well, I said something about that to DeSantis yesterday, and late last night, a bunch of YouTubers, including Law and Crime, News Nation, and other big hitters reported on your letter, which I believe triggered this entire thing, which is why I bet everything they are which is why I bet anything they are running terrified about you contacting the media. I'm going to message them all and tell people like Banfield that I am not freaking kidding, that Sarah Boone wants an interview. I don't know your protocol about interviews and stuff but you sure stirred up a hornet's nest, my friend. They added a date to your case file too. I copy pasted your updated this morning case file because they added a bunch of stuff plus a new meeting on the schedule. Sneaky little move. There was only one pre-trial conference before the trial. And now something about please file a continuance. Dear Lord, please give Sarah strength and wisdom at this time. I pray in the name of Jesus. 8 description pages. Doc 10/7/2024 hearing. So that's the trial date. 9/24/2024 hearing, trial management conference, Kranick. 8/05/2024 hearing, status hearing. 7/25 order comments and notice of hearing. 7/25 per the court comments. Representative from Prison Break Investigations, Billy Lane shall take possession and custody of the discovery, 2 boxes, that was provided to the court on 6/28. Order signed and filed in open court. Representative shall copy all the discovery onto, so she knew about this, Sarah, before she went into court. Remember when the judge said, do you have any questions? She said, yeah, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know why Billy Lane is here, or I may have reversed that. I don't know why the media is here. How did they know about it before I do? When in fact, here's proof that she knew about it. This all looks bad. She knows people can see this, like the judge and the prosecutor. She gives she's fresh out of fucks. But this just also further proves she's a liar. She will lie to get her way, right? Because she knew they were going to give her these on the USB before she ever walked into court that day. And that's why she already was starting with, I want the paper. I want the boxes. I don't have a laptop. I need the internet. I need an office. So court minute 7/25. So wait, she's writing this on 7/25. Representative from Prison Break Investigations, Billy Lane. Status hearing, 7/24 order, comments clarifying June 28th order. 1, 7/18 correspondence received from judge. 7/9 evidence control sheet. I'll write you some more, but I wanted to get this to you fast. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana. Megan Sexton. Guess who? It's your thirsty for attention, malicious murder creature friend. Yay! I love you forever and ever. God, I hope you're feeling well. Please rest and not worry about me unless you really want to and can. I know a mega shitstorm, yes, I said it and spelt it, has brewed, but you must make yourself priority. Must. K? Question mark, rest. I have so much to say and ask. I am not telling you this to do anything other than love me just as much as I do you. Dry begging incoming. I'm not going to overwhelm you, so I'm going to just focus on the contents of each message, and please don't be mad. I only have 240 credits left from watching a movie the other day, Venom, with Tom Hardy. Love him. He is so cute and funny and a good actor. The movie was actually very enjoyable. So thank you. Raised eyebrows, O face, scrunchy face, question mark, cry face. And I'm trying to ration without asking. I hit up others, but no response. So keep that money coming, Lana, because nobody else is paying attention to me yet. And POS, former husband, told me I'm ruining everything, and why won't I just die? When I mustered the courage to call and ask for commissary, since he hasn't, and to not Have you bothered trying to text him? Of course, he said no, laughing. Then proceeded to tell me everything I'm doing wrong and what a joke I am, all over asking for credit and some commissary he owes me for almost 3 months now, most recently. All because I asked him if it weren't for me calling, would he have discouraged my son and withheld for the entire summer scheduling a video visit. He said he doesn't care. Oh, and he completely denied any lawsuits with anyone or credit cards or foreclosure. So why would you even mention that to him? Like, it's none of your business that I mean, unless you just want it for shits and giggles, but for you to use that to attack him or use that as ammunition, clearly you are heartless. His home was foreclosed or in the foreclosure process twice since your divorce, and he's defaulted on a credit card that is for food, and he's a single parent, but you have no problem throwing that in his face and then still asking for money. Clearly he's having money problems. Like, is anybody confused about that but Sarah? Again, laugh. The info you found is recent, right? He's probably shocked. I know. Stuffy you. My you. Ha! But yes, he is still a POS and denying me everything, including my son, as he should. You're vindictive, vengeful. The fact he thought I was going to sit and listen like he had anything to say about anything I do or am blows my mind. And I can say the fact that you thought he was going to listen to all that, like you have anything to do about what he does or says, blows my mind. I hung up on him. He did make me mad with his incredulous pride and audacity. I just had to tell someone, as I didn't need that after today and everything else. I'm not tying, she wrote tying, but I think she means trying to bother you for anything more than I already am. So here goes. Megan Sexton, yes. See if she's related to Melissa Sexton. You can look up Melissa while you're at it. She's located in Altamonte Springs, Florida, I believe. She needs to be located anyway, so I can finally get her ass in court. Depots, let me know if you come across photos. BWS, amazing. I have many questions for research. Give me some time, maybe this weekend, and I'll generate and send. Thank you in advance and for what you sent. I do need to know for sure if someone can be a victim but doesn't show exact symptoms 5 years later. Do they diminish over time? Years. DeSantis, not without counseling. No. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Spectacular, spectacular. I hope you copy that and send everywhere, everywhere. Comment sections galore and get them to join in the fight. Just tell them to cut and paste. At least he'll understand there's other supporters, which are his voters. Please post Kranik's phone number. Oh my gosh, she wants to dox Kranik. You can't buy the revolution. You can't make the revolution. You can only be the revolution. It is in your spirit, or of is nowhere. Ursula K. Le Guin, writer. You are my friend no matter thawed out or not. You are loved and adored and cared about ceaselessly by me. Thank you. Plain and simple, deep and meaningful. On to the next message. Rest. Love you. Outgoing Lana from Sarah. Get him, girl. I trust you. Use the DeSantis message if anything. I have to turn in the tablet. Does she want her to repost the message to DeSantis? Because DeSantis didn't respond to her, so I'm not sure. And she had to give up her LinkedIn and all this other stuff to prove she wasn't a catfish. What is Sarah asking her to do? You guys, what do you think? She wants her to just resend the exact message she sent to DeSantis to everybody, to the press. We have 7 minutes left. I'll go through, hopefully tonight, if not in the morning, to go over plans. Praying we don't get locked down tonight. Praying for you also. Rest. God, I love you. Thank you forever. To forever. Do your thing, Lana. Rest. And then incoming from Lana regarding former husband. The lawsuit was served 2/13/2024. It's for $8,800. I'm going to post you some other court case filing copies here. I just figured out how to copy some of the text to PDF files, so I don't have to send to you via Emilio. anymore, at least some of the time. This one was initiated in 2023 and the final judgment in February. Unless he paid it all back or came to some arrangement, they can freeze his bank account or garnish his wages to get back their debt. I'm really tired, but when I saw your post, I got pissed at a guy I do not know. Lol. Call me a liar, does he? I got more for you. I hope this new copy trick works and I won't have to send you a copy of his credit card statement. Notice the Mandy Park Drive address. That is him. Citibank, NA, plaintiff versus Brian Boone, defendant. Notice of filing, supporting affidavit in the county, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it just goes through all the filing. And then it says, your hearing is online. So I'm confused. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe she told her about what it said afterwards, because we're still on 7/25 and the date of the hearing was 7/25. So bear with me. I was about to straight up pass out when I got home, but I did a search on you on YouTube since you said the media made an appearance. Wow. Just wow. They must have had a phone call in between this. If the judge thought you were going to kiss his feet, thank him profusely for the discovery and the OMG, such a clever and wonderful way to get it for you, he had another think coming. Sarcasm mods activated. What truly happened is that the crap they are doing to you has never been done before. They weren't prepared to give you what you needed in terms of time and materials, and it took over 4 damn weeks to get it to you. What a crock. There was one part that had me shouting at the TV when you were asking the judge for the time and he was saying that the dates were the dates. I was shouting, continuance, 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 trying to will you into saying that word. If you haven't already filed that motion for continuance, now's the time to do it because he is paying. Yes, she went on about some sort of prorated, whatever it was. She was using it in the wrong way because prorata is time and money, and I think she was just asking for time, but continuance would have been the correct thing, which Lana had already told her about, so that should have been on the tip of her tongue, in my opinion. Now's the time to do it because he has painted himself into a corner and must grant it, in my opinion. If he doesn't, without eating your time like that, if the trial goes south, the appellate court will eat him alive. I have to write more, but I'm passing out here. Catch you later. You'll probably have a lot of messages from me. I got you some credits. Of course you should watch a movie. Raise the spirits. So I think this is her first dialysis after her missed one, so she's probably extra tired. Incoming from Lana to Sarah, Megan Sexton, and a very interesting piece of info. Okay, Megan Sexton could be one of 2 people. One was a late 20s, relatively normal person who loves dog rescues and art. The other is an early 40 piece of work with a very scary mugshot. I didn't go further to find out what she was arrested for, but judging by her pic, she looked strung out and possibly violent. I found out how the media found out about your hearing before you did. They have access to the Florida Ninth Court Board of Commission schedule, and I'm sure they have someone watching it like a hawk. So the moment the hearing gets scheduled for even 12 hours coming, they find out and bam. When you're getting your butt kicked, some reporters are showering and looking to make a name for themselves because Sarah Boone has a last-minute appearance. Thank you, Sunshine Law of Florida. Just thought you should know. So she's telling her it's legal. There's a law that makes it legal. But Sarah still is claiming exploitation to this day. Outgoing to Christina. Hey, bestie. Regarding Hey, bestie. Hi, my darling, beautiful friend, best friend. I have so much to tell you. I had court yesterday. Scrunchy face. Surprise! No notice, no preparation, nothing except Miss Lamb kicking my bunk at 3 a.m. to wake me up. WTF. So I had no idea what I was walking into, and apparently it was sparked by my letter of where's my discovery. There's so much to say about what happened. Lana said it's being streamed online. So watch it when you have a few minutes. Everyone knows the judge is doing me so wrong. Nobody is thinking that, Sarah. Just you and Lana. It's crazy. I mean, even what Lana relayed from the lawyer, he never said he was doing you wrong. It was just like maybe a continuance is due. It's crazy how the news had advance notice to be there and ready, but I did not. Just watch. I was looking for you in the crowd, thinking if the news was there, you would be there too. You would be too. Next time. Is there any notice online for this hearing like there wasn't last? Please watch. And yes, you're so beautiful inside and out. I showed everyone your picture and they are so jealous. Nonetheless, how well you are prospering in your freedom. Please keep sending pics whenever you can. I'm leaning all the way back. Wait, I had a cushion back here. You know what it means to receive money. Yes, please. I'm officially in the negative, cryy, sad face. Please, if you can. I had $8.80 to spend yesterday and I have no coffee, which now costs almost $7 for crap coffee. Now, didn't she tell Brian you couldn't buy coffee in the commissary anymore? You know, I even humbled myself and called POS to ask why he's not added for ongoing 15 weeks now, just to be laughed at and told I'm wasting everyone's time. Just be guilty. Yes, I hung up on him. I haven't talked to Son the entire summer so far. They don't care. There's so much I can tell you. So yes, my lovely, wonderful friend, please, money, thank you, no matter how much. Don't worry about any eye cares. Just commissary, please, please. I hate being in the negative and watching the amount grow and grow and grow. Have you gotten any updates on your 4,000 refund? It's coming. Commissary galore. So the 4,000 is what she's saying Christina will be owed since her case was dropped. Like the daily fee apparently amounts to 4,000, and somehow she equates to that refund becoming her commissary money. Not sure how that works. Still no hot meals. Everyone misses them. Brian dates. Is there anything new after my correspondence? Whenever you can look, it would be nice to know. Thank you, heart, for everything. Always, heart. I really have that many states starred. Oh my. Thank you for sending. And this is only going to grow as I keep sticking up for myself. Infamy is only going to grow, Sarah. Infamy. Watch my court from yesterday, since I've had 5 more people almost daily contact me and there's no exploitation. Scrunchy face. I can't tell you in words how much I love you forever and ever. I can't do this without my bestie, bestie, bestie. So this was my second video then on 7/25. I remember it well. I was like, it was me and Sugar Bear. I had a glass, my mason jar and a glass straw, and it was clinking, and I forgot to mute myself. It's super cringe, but that was my second video for the channel was the last week of July. And then I would pick up the pace and start posting in August, and I actually got monetized in August. Thanks, Sarah. Thank you for being my friend and for your love and support and money. If you never gave me anything but your love, I'd be the happiest best friend in the universe. Know that. Remember that. Heart. Right back. Call the judge. Please. Now's the time. Miss you so much. Cry face. Love, love, love you. Thank you, Christina, for all you are and do. Truly a blessed blessing to me. You know who we haven't heard back from? The other Christina. Do you guys think she got busted? Or is she still on the run in Vegas? Crazy pants. Okay, outgoing to Lana. Your hearing is on lawn, responding to that. Sigh. Eye roll. Shaking my head. It's all in my favor. D-face grin. First, how are you feeling? I love you this morning and every day, and thank God you are my best friend. I hope you are better rested and your husband also is better. You mean so much. Thank you for your beauty and goodness. Love you, love you, love you. X infinity. So I did good in the courtroom and in front of the world. 3 question marks. I represented myself well. Your thoughts? Did you really yell at the TV? So love you. Could you hear and understand everything I asked and talked about? It's clearly understood the judge is being unfair and wrong, as I stated a couple of times. And he gray rocked you. What's the word on the street and online? Did you check my local news stations for feedback? Who listed the broadcast? Would you consider this broadcasted? In my letter and under Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure, 53 states any courtroom photographs and broadcasting is strictly prohibited. So please confirm if you believe this is considered being broadcasted before I pursue. Are my 5 motions up yet? Oh my gosh, she's so exhausting. Just wait for these. Raised eyebrow, oh mouth. And I'm going to call it the blow up doll face because that's what it sounds like to me. And it's been 4 weeks and counting. Only God knows how long it's going to take Billy to upload everything. Is he my investigator to use, or is he just doing this upload? Now, clearly, the judge said in that hearing, he is your investigator. He's been on your case since the beginning. He's the only one that's been on there the entire time. I mean, the judge didn't say that, I'm telling you guys, but the judge said in that hearing, he's your investigator. Because she was like, I don't know why Billy Lane is here. I have no idea. And the judge kept not answering my questions, as you saw. I tried to track down any contacts yesterday at the jail with the sergeant to figure out everything about this laptop BS. How is he going to restrict me defending myself only from 8 to 4? So it's not he, it's the sergeant. Like, man, we all heard him. Kranick say, and he had a separate sheet from the sergeant of the jail, like, this is the protocol. How is he going to restrict me in only having digital copies where I can't look at and make notes and bring with me? You can look at them. You can make notes. The digital copy, you look at it and then you make the notes down here on a piece of paper like everybody else in the world. I don't want just this. And no one asked me. Is that how they would do a fellow attorney? Girl, don't go there. It's my effing discovery, and I want it all in every form any other attorney would get, right? And idiot didn't even add to his precious order about the laptop as he said he did, because it's in the letter from Captain DiGiovanni. He doesn't know what he's doing, and due to his instant retaliation each time we meet, he's effing himself up. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's real worried about it, Sarah. My favor. There's so much I can say about this. What is everyone else? The lawyer you know, etc. I'm working on my letter about yesterday. Then yes, I will do a continuance. I'm still so wowed by him not prorating my time. There she goes again with the prorating. I'm sure everyone else is too. No one else is worried about it, honey. My favor. The Holy Spirit was fully interceding for me as I can't believe all the appropriate questions I asked. I love God. I love you. Have you posted Judge's phone number with mission statement? Any response from DeSantis? Any calls yet to the media? I know you are resting. You better be. And this will be taken care of. Take care of yourself first. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. Too late. You've overwhelmed me, girl. But I'm writing as I'm thinking. Total brainstorming. Sorry. Thank you for understanding. I totally want to scream with the frustration of everything and all the writing I have to do every time I go to court or get shoved by the judge. Thanks for the laptop to write. Next time, Your Honor. Cry face. I can do this. I will do this. We will do this. Guess what? I love you. Thank you. Just thank you. See my heart and know my words. Love you. Thank you. Rest. Smile. Smoke 'em. There's a guy on one of our weekly calls. He ends it with smoke 'em if you got 'em. Okay, 726. Megan Sexton and a very interesting piece of info Sarah sends to Lana. Yes, Melissa Sexton does dog rescue. Can you send a pic of both? I accepted her request just to see if she writes. Whoever she is or claiming to be. If not, I delete after 3 days. And you being so smart in everything. Can someone be added to my contacts and then hack the tablet with all my messages, contacts, etc.? I always worry about miscellaneous people popping up in my contact list or asking me to accept, and I don't know who they are when they just show up. My understanding is that they have located me themselves and started setting up their account for me. Usually I have to accept or decline, but more often than not, they're just there. Please advise. And yes, actually, thanks, Sunshine Laws, because it's in my favor regarding exploitation, sensationalism, saturation. No, it's not. That's exactly the opposite. Like, ma'am. And my favor, because it shows I'm not included, and this is how not to treat an attorney, and that all his last minute hijinks are unplanned and causing irreparable damage to my due process and case. Don't be mad, but sometimes I wish there was a middle finger emoji I could use, which I would often. Blow up doll face. I know you understand. Angel face. And hijinks is such a good word for it. Ha! My favor for now. Love you. Thank you. Better be resting. The fact that she thinks it's in her favor and her ass is sitting in jail and Judge Cranick is at home with his wife and kids is, it just shows like how warped her sense of reasoning is. 726 incoming from Lana. Subject, the lawyer you know. He just finished streaming. He titled his video, Sarah is asking for a delay. He is fascinated with your first interaction representing yourself. So far, slowly, people are reacting. I'm going to pay attention as it is happening. And if a comment is needed or I can jump in, I will. No word on DeSantis, but I highly doubt I'll ever directly hear from him. However, remember my calls to Judge Cranick? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I think that's another reason they finally got off their asses and are scrambling to get your discovery. They need to provide you with legal pads and pens too, as many states also offer this. Oh my God, remember the jail attorney was like, all we have to do is give her, I don't even think he said pens, it's pencil and a paper. And her rights have been honored. Sorry. Oh my God, I can't even get it out. Ugh. One YouTuber, I can't remember who it is, posted someone else who chose to represent himself. Yes, I know you didn't choose. And they forced him to have standby counsel and gave him all the materials he needed. It wasn't Florida, but most states are similar. Oh, I hope it wasn't Daryl Brooks. That's also something you can bring up with if you are forced to deal with appeals. Back to the lawyer you know. He pointed out something I pretty much knew. The judge can't automatically say you have extra time for the trial. You have to formally file for a continuance. It's all a matter of court procedure, and he was very careful in his answer to you about the dates being the dates. The lawyer you know remarked that you are doing something a good defense attorney does. Point out every single anomaly so that combined it could be a very big problem for the state, the judge, and ultimately the appellate process. Sorry, he is talking a lot about appeals because he knows you're going to lose if you go to court. Read between the lines. The lawyer you know, appeals are for losers, right? The lawyer you know also pointed out that the judge is under immense pressure not to be able to help you or provide legal advice or guidance because it's a massive no-no for an unbiased judge. The lawyer you know says that you're absolutely right. That anyone in your position must have more time, but the judge is bound by procedure or else he can get into trouble for acts that be considered overly favorable to you. In trouble by who? He has to be impartial and give help to nobody. Yeah, he can't give legal advice to anybody. He can't grant you extra time because he wants to. It has to be a formal motion entered in, and the state has to have its say on continuance. That is why the judge said, as of right now, the dates are what the dates are. The lawyer you know says he feels like if you file the motion for continuance, nothing filed in your case docket that I can see yet, that he feels confident that you will likely be granted a 2-month continuance. The lawyer you know also says you have a legitimate gripe on not knowing why the investigator is there, but that the lawyer you know says the guy is very much to her benefit. He says you are a fighter and that is good for you. You addressing the investigator what your first question by lawyer Boone to your first witness, and he was impressed by you and that he feels you're going to fight your ass off but get tripped up over procedure. I'm typing while listening again. The lawyer you know mentioned that the second a meeting is scheduled, tons of people DM him and email him about something happening with your case. Your case has enough notoriety that the media reacts like sharks in a frenzy. The lawyer you know says that you are pushing the line with some comments with the judge. He was reacting to you asking if these supposed surprise hearings are the only way to communicate. Yeah. The lawyer you know remarked that he has to completely that she has to completely remove sarcasm or condescension from her interactions with the judge or the state, or especially any witnesses, because juries react to that extremely negatively, and they alone can be the difference between conviction or exoneration, or if convicted murderer or manslaughter. Or if convicted murder or manslaughter. He said, don't take any more shots. He specifically said that anyone telling Sarah what he is saying must really get that through to her. Oh, so he knew early that she had people in the bushes. He knows I am talking to you. He is speaking to me. Anyways, he knows. He says he knows and understands why you are frustrated, because it is your life. He specifically mentioned for us to tell you that it's much easier to catch flies with honey than vinegar. It's much more important for a jury to like you than anything else. He said if he was advising you, the more you sound nasty, angry, fighting, or irritated in front of a jury, the more they are inclined to penalize you. Oh, that aged well. He mentioned that you might want to watch how many times you purse your lips, because the news cameras pick that up and then post it. And also, pushing lips denotes displeasure, which is something you do not want a jury to see. Oh my gosh, she had so many mouth ticks. I didn't see this video of his, but he's giving her good advice. Those lip ticks. Ugh. But I guess you really don't know it if you don't see yourself on camera either. I mean, he's telling her for her to be aware, but like, I noticed that when I talk, you can see, boy, this is not about me, but you know, and if you're not watching yourself, recording yourself, editing yourself, how would you know that? Denotes displeasure, which is something you do not want a jury to see, you especially toward the judge. Yeah, you don't want to be displeased with the judge in front of the jury. Okay, back to me for now. He is excited to see the motions. He is impressed with your fight and wants you to do well. Sarah, I forgot to ask you earlier, but after the meeting, they zoom their cameras on you for a few minutes where you're talking to someone at length, very animated. Who were you talking to and what were you saying? That's going to be the subject of a lot of YouTube channels. The cameras had you in a long conversation with someone, and they had a close-up on your face as well, as you couldn't see who you were talking to and no sound. I tried to turn on my TV and could barely hear you. I'm guessing ZD and Zav might try to doctor it to get the volume. I don't know who ZD is on YouTube. Anyways, please don't get mad at me. I had to relay the lawyer you know to you. It's obvious he knows you are aware of him and that at least one of us is relaying to you. He has good advice, and I wish he was bought into your innocence. Sigh. I'll keep at him. Outgoing. No, Lana, because he can see like the rest of us can see. Outgoing. Sarah to Lana, the lawyer you know, regarding, why on earth would I be mad at you? I could kiss you. Thank you for this priceless, vital information. Truly, God, you are my angel. God, I love you. Thank you. So here's me about what you wrote. You are amazing. Yes, I cannot do this without you. No pressure. Blow up doll face, angel face. Sarah is asking for a delay. Is he accusing me like the judges did about supposed strategy to keep delaying my trial? Or is he stating in this way I need to ask for the continuance? What do you think he means by this? He is fascinated in my first interaction representing myself. Fascinated on my side good or sensationalism good? He really said I am a fighter. He wants me to do well. Does he know specifically it is you that is communicating with me? I have to tell you this by you telling me all of this, and you can relate to the lawyer you know also, and thank him profusely for the information and indirect guidance. But I have truly taken to heart and mind about the pot shots. But I'm telling the truth, so I'm guessing just remove the sarcasm. No fun. Sad face. No, don't say it at all. It doesn't matter if it's the truth. It's nasty. It's below the belt. It's inappropriate. You can't just say whatever the hell comes into your mind because you think it's true. I can definitely do it if it's a matter of life or death, which this is turning into. PBL, I rebuke you, Satan. I am an attorney now, so I must act like a professional. Already was, in my opinion. I get it, and it's easy, hard about holding back on the jabs. And I will do what I must in humility and self-control and gentleness, fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5:22, to save my life. Girl, so what happened at the sentencing then if you were practicing humility and self-control when you were giving out all that gold? Did you forget about the humility and the self-control? Asking for myself. I know I'm really not mean, and I'm actually funny and nice. Let me show you. And the lawyer, I listen and apply your information. I will revise my letter and soften and still be smart and right. Yes. With that being said, I feel everything is a zero-sum game to her. She has to be right, which means somebody else is wrong. She has to win, which means somebody else has to lose. There's no ability to compromise and meet in the middle, which is why she is where she is. Because a plea deal would have been a compromise, and she is uncompromising. With that being said, I feel also the judge and court, same person, should treat me like a professional attorney also. I'm the new kid on the legal block, but should be respected no less than a fellow attorney. Am I right? Treat me and I'll treat you. Professionals, and jump in all the time. Yes, pens and paper I have in my motion. Are they posted? But didn't ask for directly. I stated I am without. So you made a passive aggressive note about what you didn't have. You did not ask for what you need. Somebody has to put it together. Girl. I state I am without and is a hindrance. So you dumped a problem, even though you say, oh, I'm always up for solutions. Instead of saying I need paper and pen, you just said, oh, I'm without and it's a problem. Man, just wait. Can you imagine her as a fellow employee? She'd have to get away from me. I wouldn't even at the water cooler or the coffee machine. Go, 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 get away. Okay. If this guy is impressed. Oh, wait. Just wait till you read all of them. If this guy is impressed with my unrecognized first interaction representing myself, I hope these really blow him away. Am I supposed to write a motion for pens and paper? Sheesh. Is the judge telling me to do a continuance indirectly with right now? The dates are the dates. I get it, but I don't know the facts he knows. The court is screwing me on everything. Time, most important. You know who knew the facts he knew? The lawyers that you acted really shitty toward. So why can't he judicially correct his error and show the world he made a mistake? It's not being favorable. It's owed and lawful. Again, zero sum. Everyone sees that. No. I know he won't, which is in my favor. And yes, I'll write my motion very soon. Humility. Sigh. Point out every anomaly. That's what I was doing with the former attorneys and got robbed of my counsel. Not attack the attorney, work with them. She's talking about they don't collaborate. She's not a collaborator. She's they're her enemy. At least that's how she came across with Cashman. Cashman was out to get her. And Cashman is the one who brokered that plea deal for manslaughter. We know that now. Owens might have piggybacked on it, but Cashman told her brother that. That's what I was doing with the former attorneys and got robbed of my counsel. I'm going to keep doing regardless. And the bad thing for the court and judge is there are a lot of anomalies. They better get with it. I've changed so much already and I'm making them play accordingly and properly. They are nervous and threatened by me and do not want me to be right. Too late for that. The judge is not worried about you being right or wrong. That's not how it works. He's worried about justice for everybody, including for George. Investigator and his family, still confused about and wrote him today with the letter he requested from me in the hearing. I am grateful to have him back, and God answered one of my big prayers in all this. I love him. I can't wait to be unleashed with Billy. Look out. Tripper over procedure. Of course I'm going to. I have no idea what I'm doing. Duh. I hope I get my standby and can do what I need to procedurally. I'm sure everyone will understand and can give me patience. I'm trying. Pursing my lips. What does that mean? My goodness, I'm supposed to be aware of my lips now? I understand though. Bad body language. I understand. Can you send a picture of my pursing lips everyone is posting? Oh my God. So I know what not to do. Like, I don't have anything else to worry about. And the mystery of who I was talking to in the end, it's so stupid. Everyone is tripped out by this. What is the buzz and hype and theories? Ugh. It was the PD's office asking me about court clothes for trial, public defenders. I couldn't believe they stopped me like that and right in front of the effing camera. I told the woman I did not want to speak to her in the courtroom and to please see me downstairs. Catch me outside in the basement to discuss more privately. Obviously, she did not because she is not at your beck and call, biatch. um Obviously she did not, and had to stand there, and I had to stand there being filmed talking about my shoe size and body weight. Well, nobody could hear you. Make sure you put it out there. That's all it was. And how does she know I don't have someone else providing? Well, if you did, you should have just told her that and went on about your way, ma'am. And why are they asking me 5 months in advance? That's after I get my continuance. I asked her, as I know they give recycled clothes, not cute, and worn previously. Yeah, you think they're going to go get you brand new clothes? Madam Convict in the making? Oh my God. She told me I'm not getting recycled clothes, supposedly, and someone is purchasing specifically for me. I don't know if I get to see before and make sure they fit even. I asked her for a business card and she said she could not provide. I repeated her name after seeing her badge and she quickly said she is not the contact. I guess I'll have to wait and see who does what and figure it out like everything else. So, serious question. Thinking about you. Are you willing to be my voice? Roxanne? Really? Directly? That's a throwback to their Cyrano de Bergerac reference earlier in the text messages. I know we've had this convo before, but I was thinking with how sensationalized my case is now from all the nonstop BS. If you were to say who you are on my behalf, do you think it may up your chances of a transplant? What? If the world knew you were a dedicated fan in your wheelchair and going through dialysis in almost desperate need, don't you think it's the best hero movie ever if they were to make one? Imagine watching our story, and my fight with your fight, and how we are enduring, persevering, and succeeding in friendship, teamwork, fellowship. I think by you announcing yourself to the right person, you have an opportunity to succeed in your story. Oh, interesting. I think about this all the time and how I can help you. I can't in the way I want and should, being in jail and in Florida with nothing but you and God. I want to help you so much, so much, so much, but can't do what I want for I want to help you so much, so much, so but can't do what I want for you other than tell you thank you and I love you. What do you think about this idea? This is such an underdog, spirited, moral story like no other I've ever heard. Anyone? Thoughts? We should do this. If you get the media, I'll get the support and resources for you. Let me help save you like you are saving me. Please, just think about it. Thank you. I love you. I pray all is well as I've not heard from you. I pray also for your strength and sanity. I can't do this without you. Until next time, let me know you're okay. Please. Then outgoing from Sarah to Diane Smith, subject love you. Hi, my super duper friend forever. I see we're connected, but want to make sure this test message goes through successfully before going further. Let me know when you have a moment. So miss you. Angel face. Love you in the meantime. Incoming from Lana regarding the lawyer you know. Tomorrow, I can let you know today. I have to think about what you said about publicity. I've been contacting media and stuff, and as you know, our phone calls are now public issue. But you know there's an underside to this. And I don't want my husband or son subjected to death threats or crazy people or a crowd of media here. If that didn't clue Sarah in that her media coverage is not favorable, I don't know what that is. The fact that Lana's husband and son could be subjected to death threats. You are helping me a lot by trusting me with who you are and your friendship. I've never been one for fame or clout or money or book writing or anything. The public would look at me like I'm in a circus and send all the negativity you unfortunately have had to deal with at me. Yikes, that proved to be true. Sorry, Lana. Well, I guess you knew. Likely asking if I'm planning on doing something to my husband or other such nonsense. Even when I comment on YouTube under a screen name, I get slammed left and right. Imagine if they knew who I really was. If the media or YouTube or a government official want to follow up, they can. But it's best not to put me in a letter or anything like that, as people like Zab will dox me and put out everything, including my husband's employment and my son's stuff. I want to protect my son with the same fire as you do as a mom. That's fair. I get that. I don't have the health to go to Florida. I can't travel now or spend the time in a courtroom as I have to go on dialysis. I will continue speaking for you. I have thought that sooner or later someone is going to pursue me if the media is interested in hearing my story. But I am a distraction. I won't be able to help you like this if I'm thronged and the crazies attack me like zombies. Once that happens and I become part of the circus sideshow, think Kate Kalin, or neighbor Nate. I don't know who those are. I'll get my 14 minutes and then I'll get slammed for years by vultures. Oh, maybe Kato Kalin. Oh, the boss is about to wake up. I'll get slammed for years by vultures. I'm thinking beyond your case. When you win and go free, you want to get back to society. Whether you start a social media channel or not is up to you, but I guarantee it's massively easy like of money for you. Maybe you can announce a GoFundMe for my transplant or something. I am on the list and my younger brother has started testing, but we got a fight to get through. So I believe it was her older brother who donated the kidney that she has now. And then it sounds like, I don't know how many brothers she has, but it sounds like a younger brother is testing. The testing is extensive, and also not just for compatibility, but for health wise that he can maintain after. I feel like when I tested for my sister, it took maybe 3 to 6 months, and they told me like that was expedited because we used my my own insurance and not whatever they do for however they do it. I don't know. And whether there's a GoFund anything, that's not why I befriended you. Seriously, it is because I believe in you and I didn't feel right being entertained as I have been with so many cases where the person is obviously guilty of sin and or has already been convicted. I'm a huge study of body language and interrogation techniques. Sherlyn Cattle contacted Chris Watts to get his story and ultimately write his tell-all. She did it, but then got into a huge fight with his wife's family over the proceeds, as they are the family of his wife who he annihilated along with his daughters and his unborn son. You mentioned George's family as being bonkers, and I don't want a brand of bonkers after me. Maybe she means a band of bonkers. As it would bring them sympathy and poison a jury. Speaking of jury, now a lot of people release their video on your first hearing as your lawyer, including CLR Bruce Rivers. And I have a lot more things to tell you, but I'm at dialysis, so I can't watch and relay to you at the same time as I don't have a TV here. There's a lot, Sarah. Don't worry, I'll get the reactions, advice, and feel of everything, and it garnered a lot of attention. This is making her anxiety go through the roof. Sarah's, I guarantee you, as she reads this. CLR, also, I'm not laughing. As a person with anxiety, like, you don't tell them, oh, I have to tell you something, and it's huge, and then wait till later. It's just better to say it when you can say it all at once. Because it is like an uncontrollable feeling of suffocation. CLR also had advice for you too, as he is a defense attorney. I just wish he weren't so sarcastic in how he talks about you. That stuff hurts my heart, but I will keep relaying. Just know that if I have to relay negativity or vitriol, it's not from me. I am on your side. Hell, I contacted your ex, and now he has my phone number if he's a computer savvy guy. I'm pretty pissed that indirectly he called me a liar. Maybe it's a diet too rich with Wendy's and Uber Eats. Yikes. His Citibank case was initiated 3/31/23 and his summons was returned on 5/12/23. His hearing was held 2/14/24, which is sort of seems like he didn't show up for, as they entered a default judgment and then sent him notice of final judgment. Oh, I wonder if they sent it to the wrong address because he moved. When did he move? In 23. I think he moved in May. Interesting. And then his hearing was held on the 14th. That's a day after George's birthday. He was 213. Which it sort of seems like he didn't show up for. Yeah, he didn't show up. He didn't respond. I'm guessing when he saw that he contacted Citibank's lawyer and begged to come up with a payment plan, and they probably agreed, meaning it's pending until he pays it off, in which case they file a vacated judgment or a satisfied judgment and close it, or he'll miss again and things get ugly. Usually stuff like this is allowed because if he files for bankruptcy, they're up a creek and don't get a penny. Then on 8/23/22, foreclosure proceedings started on his house. You were also named in this because I'm guessing you were on the mortgage that had started in 2014 and on the deed. But she signed a quit claim, so that was an error. The complaint stated that he had stopped paying on the house on 2/1/22 because he lost his job and all payments going forward. Boy, between that and his credit card, I wonder if he lost his job or something. Yes, he did. Sarah knows he did. I don't know why she's not telling you that. She just wants him to be the boogeyman. I don't know about that and don't think I can even find out. The summons was entered 9/7/22. Looks like you were also summoned because on 10/1 they entered your letter into the case. You basically told them you're not part of this, that former husband said he's taking care of it, no payments in 8 months, exclamation point. Foreclosure was dismissed on 10/19/22. The house was sold in June 2023 for $510,000, $500,000, given that he bought it in 2024. That's not right. He bought it in 2014, I think. Or no. Yeah. Good Lord. I think she just mistyped. For around $280, that is a hefty profit if he was the one that sold it at that date. I can't tell if there's a sale date recently earlier than the last one and don't care enough about him to pay for a report. Meh. I did the free report and then I told you guys to remind me in 7 days. But yes, he did sell his house. Just don't know why he'd rack up a credit card to over $8,000 buying fast food and cash advances. I didn't see any individual cash advances in the single month the complaint enclosed, but mentioned that there were some. Yeesh. I'm sure eventually people will start to wonder who I am as they pick up your jail calls, but it cannot be you who announces me. That would mess up your case, and then I'll be hamstrung and unable to help you. You've got to concentrate on reinventing yourself. Yes, you wonder what that means. And when I get home and rest off this dialysis, I will start relaying other YouTubers like lawyers and TV reporters. I think you're awesome for thinking about me. This is what I mean by you're a great person when I call these people on your behalf. You are a wonderful person. So then outgoing to Lana, Sarah responds, the lawyer you know. Thank you for letting me know you're okay. I really mean it when I tell you that I worry about you. I understand 1000% about your feedback and decision. I just feel like I'm leaving you out and want the right spotlight on you too. I wouldn't be as far as I am and so thick armored if it weren't for you. You do know that, right? Nowhere near in confidence, information, and preparation. I want you to know then that it's the thought that counts right now, okay? Know I love you always and am always grateful. Heart. What are you talking about with our jail calls? They've been released to the public? 3 question marks. Help me understand, because my calls are not for public announcement as told to me by the corporal and sergeant. I had a problem with this when I was first put in general population, where someone wrote me a letter with the info I talked about on that specific call. This is part of my evidence of exploitation no one can find. This is insane. So are the reviews positive? Reinvent? Does that mean be someone I am not? How and why is this such a big deal about this past hearing? I do not get it. Everyone needs to MYOB, mind your own business, and get a life. Stay out of mine. You must see now also the reason it is so important for me to have advance notice to be properly prepared, and which is my lawful right. So frustrated. What's the point of all the worthless buzz? To hate me greater and make fun of my lips? To get everyone on the dark side for attack? Why am I such a big deal? This is beyond crazy. So frustrated. I know you are too. Am I allowed to call you still sometime? What is going on? I hope you're not offended by anything and I'm not yelling at you. Forgive me for this, but I want this to be fucking over so I can get on with my life and not be here anymore. This is not how the justice system works. I am not the problem. Keep telling yourself that, Sarah. I hope there's good news the next time I check in. Oh, well, if not, I don't care. Feel better. Thank you. Love you. Over this. Incoming from Lana to Sarah, the lawyer you know. Hey, yeah, I'm 39 minutes away from being off of this damn machine. I feel worn out, and if it weren't for the oxygen I'm wearing, I don't have to when I'm off dialysis, so you don't have to worry about picturing me with the cannula on my nose, or cannula on my nose, the oxygen tube. I don't want to wait to tell you this. You can call me anytime you damn well want to. The public can pound sand. The only thing I was telling you was that you can't announce me to the public yourself, like in a letter or in a hearing. Otherwise, if the media pick up a phone call or the idiot people on YouTube, that is a whole different story. As of now, nobody is publishing your phone calls. I think those become available after your trial, except by the state. They can use a phone call you make to incriminate you, which is why I don't ask you case questions on the phone or in message. For example, let's say defendant X started crying profusely about some sort of trauma, but let it out a week earlier to a boyfriend that she was going to use it as a tactic to sway the jury, and started laughing at their stupidity. Guess what? The state can pull up that phone call and bam! No. Call me anytime you want. After your trial, I don't give a crap who listens. And if the media tracks me down themselves and wants to do an interview, they have to protect my identity and not reveal a last name or anything to help losers who think they need to get justice for George. Jay is what she writes, but I'm going to say George. Come after me with death threats. It's a way to depersonalize, dehumanize him, in my opinion, by calling him Jay. Unless Sarah told her on a phone call, I can't read his name or hear the sound of his name because it makes me heartbroken, which I doubt. But I sure did come out of the woodworks with justice for Jay. I mean, not to bother her, but justice for George was definitely a running theme with me. Come after me with death threats. Otherwise, when I contact them or anything, I'm giving them my name and phone number, but I have protections then. But I am proud to be your friend. I talk in the comments, and if Zav wants to interview me, I'll give partial info and talk to her online under a screen name. But I doubt she will want to talk to me. And I don't like the thought of revealing info about you onto someone so they can make money. The National Enquirer at least offers a lot of money for that sort of thing, and I'm not talking to them ever. They would want me to reveal confidences about you and juicy crap. Is the National Enquirer still around? Inquiring minds still want to know. And juicy crap, and I do not do that to friends, not for $1 million. Girl, if that $1 million would get me a kidney, I would be talking, I would be singing like a jaybird. Hey, what you want to know? Oh yeah, she told me. La, 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 la. Okay. Well, not without spilling it with you. Not without splitting it with you, laughing my ass off. Just kidding, really. as if they'd come near me. They'd go to you, Miss Moneybags. Hang in there. Don't lose heart. Yes, I'm going to relay stuff to you later when I've recovered, but don't let it get to you, okay? I'm fighting for my health. You're fighting for your freedom. We can both win. Then incoming from Lana, something to lift your, I'm going to guess she means spirits. Hey, just got home. I sent you a little something to help you have a great weekend in a tiny way. Nothing much, but I hit your commissary and got you some tablet credits too. Maybe a movie and a couple of snacks may lift your spirit. It's not much, but it'll help a little. Outgoing from Sarah to Lana regarding something to lift your spirits. I don't deserve you. Thank you, beautiful friend. I just don't know what to say. Little is epic in jail with nothing. I was already in the negative, so I didn't even receive all you provided. I'll probably have about $4 left for Thursday when I order. I am grateful, Lana. Thank you. Dry begging much? I tried taking a nap earlier without success from tossing and turning, thinking about you and everything going on. I didn't even know what you're going to write later when you're up and moving after your dialysis. I prayed hard you had a good day. I hope your generosity isn't a precursor of bad news you haven't told me yet after reading and hearing all the stupid hyperactivity of my first representation as attorney Boone. Guess I'll find out tomorrow. It is what it is. And I greatly welcome constructive criticism. I've told you to... Oh my God, sorry, I got distracted by this X at the bottom. Guess I'll find out tomorrow. It is what it is, and I greatly welcome constructive criticism. I've told you too, it's less painful coming from you. It's interesting. So that's the anxiety. Like, oh, she's still wanting to know what happened, and then you're like, she got a gift. She's grateful for the gift, but is that to soften the blow? Because what you're going to tell me is bad news. Like, her mind is not going to rest until Alana tells her what it is. Guess I'll find out tomorrow. It is what it is, and I greatly welcome constructive criticism. I've told you too, it's less painful coming from you. I'm working on my letter in a summarized, more appealing to the jury manner. Sigh. Pot shots equal fun, equal happy, because you like being cruel to people, Sarah. Insecurities. Love you so much. Humility, self-control. I hope to hear from you to make sure you're feeling okay and smiling. I know I overwhelm you. Forgive me. If you weren't so efficient and smart and resourceful and powerful and effing amazing, I wouldn't be bothering you so much. You are an asset. Priceless. I love you. Thank you for your patience and angelic goodness. I am blessed. You're my dear best friend. Thank you. Feel good. Yeah, so I'll start there on the next one. So yeah, what are you guys... It's a lot. She's a lot. She's exhausting. But we're seeing how it all unfolds. And so now we know what the discussions were about during the flyer, something with the side of zeal, zealous with the side of zeal. A lot of us were comparing it to like peachy with the side of keen from those peachy keen folders. And so, yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what my hair is doing. Sorry. Yeah, so this Nicole person is reported to be a catfish, and I believe that Nicole is the one that comes in the comments sometimes harassing some of y'all who has opinions about breastfeeding that nobody gives a shit about. But yeah, then we haven't heard from the Christina who went away to Vegas, so I wonder if she's okay. And then I'm interested in this Megan person who is Megan Sexton, who is an animal rescuer. Like, why would she be reaching out to Sarah? Maybe it's someone who related to her dogs, and like, because her dogs were rescue, right? So maybe she like recognized her name from there, and she was a part of getting Sarah the blind and the deaf dog. I don't know. Stay tuned. I am going to work on more of these tomorrow. I know you guys are like, where are they? What's taking so long? I appreciate your patience. I promise they're coming. And I owe y'all a Lori Vallow Daybell video too. I had so many thoughts and emotions. I had to, take a minute. But let me know your thoughts in the comments, or if you're watching this during the premiere, let me know, because I want to hear what you have to say and share my 2 cents with you in the comments. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. Toodles.